Welcome in. How are y'all doing today? So I was like rushing to the last second. I was, I sat down and then I was like, I kind of want to pee. So then I ran out at like the last like one and a half minutes, but I made it. I made it. I was so fast. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well today. This Saturday. Um, it's been. I was give a weather update. It's the weather stream. Did I wash my hand? I did. I did. I was just fast. And I'm even wearing a bodysuit. That's crazy. I was just so fast. But yeah, it's we had really nice weather last weekend. It was really really nice, but now it is cold and rainy. Just average Vancouver spring weather, I would say. It's like 10, around 10 degrees, like 10 to 15, rain. So that's nice. Also, it is Mother's Day tomorrow. Don't panic if you're from don't panic if you're not from NA, but like here it's Mother's. I don't know why we have different Mother's Day because I always have like a moment of panic in like March when whenever like the UK has their Mother's Day and I'm like on Instagram or something and they're like, happy Mother's Day to my mom, and I'm like, oh my god, did I forget? But it's just different. It's just different. Colder, rainy in Vancouver? Surely not right. Yeah. It's unheard of. It's 19 and sunny here? That's so warm. I thought it was snowing still. I'm pretty sure it's like really, really cold in other parts of Canada still. And welcome in, Chicano. How are you? How common is that weather in Canada in general? Like rainy? I don't know. I think like like out east, like they have really, really cold winters, of course, but then I think they have like quite humid, warm summers. Cause like here it's I think Vancouver's most known to be rainy out of the other places. You're more interested about cloudy? Well, when it's not raining, it's cloudy, so like today, it's like raining on and off. It doesn't like it's not always raining all day. You might have some cloudy periods, but it has to be cloudy for it to be rainy, you know? Because, like, where does the rain come from? The rain has to come from the clouds. Although the other day, it was, like, kind of sunny and rainy. But I did not see a rainbow. Um, why are you so interested about cloudy? Do you just not have that? Is that just not a weather you've seen before? You noticed. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You mean just, like, not rainy, but not sunny. That's pretty common. How are we supposed to have May flowers from the April showers if we're getting showers in May too? Um, I don't know. What are May flowers, April showers? Is that a thing? It could really, you could call it May showers, April flowers. It's not like there's a rhyme there. It's often quite cloudy and not rainy here. It's crazy. That's pretty crazy. That's a thing that can happen, yeah. Sorry, we said don't bully Ricky. It's supposed to be April showers bring May flowers. Well, I don't know, man. It's still showering still, but they didn't say like there can be flowers in the showers. They never said that it's gonna be dry. It just says the flowers grow because they're getting watered. It could still be being watered in May. And welcome in, Angel. How are you? You checked the forecast for Tromsø, biggest city in northern Norway, and next week it's gonna be 4 degrees up there. Sucks to live there, yeah. I mean, it could always be worse, Like I could live in the Northwest Territories. It's probably much colder there. It's gonna monsoon on the flowers and then they're gonna die. Honestly, last week or earlier this week, I was walking Luca and there was so many bugs. But like I'm not even mad if the flowers die because like there was just bees like everywhere. Like everywhere I walked, there was just like bees like flying around my face. So um I'm not that happy about the flowers in that situation. Although now I'm kind of like Well, okay, because it's Mother's Day tomorrow. I was buying flowers, right? But flowers are so expensive, man. I was like, why are flowers so expensive? I don't really understand why still. Because I'm like, surely they don't cost that much. But what do I know? You love cloudy weather. You don't hate when it rains, but I want to go outside. But if I want to go outside, well, yeah, exactly. Cloudy weather is like getting a 5 star in both Havana and here. I see, I see. Because it's like the sun is too harsh. Is that what you mean? Like it's better to just be outside when it's cloudy. You've been playing P4 and a big mechanic is weather, and it's been raining here for the past week. And they just mentioned Mother's Day in game. What? Wait, your P4 calendar synced up to real life. I wonder if anyone plays Persona. I wonder if anyone plays Persona like day to day. You know, like the game follows a calendar, right? Like, what if you played it only on the day? Like, surely it's not meant to be consumed like that, but I'm sure someone has done it. Apparently it's gonna snow in Yellowknife next week. I'm pretty sure Istat was mentioning snow like a week or two ago. Start a garden is very fun. I think there's too many bugs. I can't. You guys know I have one plant and it survives. That's as much as I can handle. Like I keep this plant alive, and yeah, it's that's all I can. That's all I can do. Um, but sometimes some days go by hella fast. Yeah, some days will be like 10 minutes. Not even. It wouldn't even be 10 minutes, right? Like some days, surely it skips some days, right? There's probably not 365 days in Persona, right? Like during exams, you answer one question in game and it's over. um, Riker Reiner, our favorite cosplayer. Yeah, my favorite cosplayer is Ricky for sure. And welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. You're getting seg fault in your program and it's killing you. Have fun with that. I'm off the clock, man. It's Saturday. I was dealing with some I was just trying to figure this thing out a lot this week, and I didn't really know what was going on. I kind of just trial and errored it, and then eventually it worked. And then people helped me, and I was like, finally, it's working. Do I understand it? Sort of now, but not really. To be fair, sometimes the weekend feels like 10 minutes IRL. True, true. And welcome in, Bear. How are you? And you're doing good, I'm glad. I'm doing fairly good. Sad it's rainy though. It'd be nice to have a nice Mother's Day, good, so people can enjoy it. But I guess it's fine. You did one cosplay 10 years ago. How am I a cosplayer? You're a cosplayer for life, Ricky, with that quality of cosplay. You were at a convention, you performed, you're a cosplayer for life. You can't deny at this point, but not for that reason. Right, right. Honestly, I don't really consider myself a cosplayer either. As much, even though I've done more cosplays than Ricky, and Ricky is the cosplayer, I think that I don't really consider myself a cosplayer, because I think if to consider yourself or for me personally, for me to be oh, I'm a cosplayer, I feel like it has to be a hobby of mine. And I don't think, as much as I enjoy dressing up and wearing costumes every now and then, I don't think cosplaying is a hobby, for me. It's just I think a lot of people put a lot more time and energy into cosplaying, right? Whether it's researching or making the cosplay, or going to places to wear the cosplay, or taking photos, or all the things. I feel I don't really engage in that. I don't put a lot of time and energy into it, aside from when I receive the cosplay and I'm how the hell do you put this on? That's the part that takes the longest. Because Genshin outfits are nonsensical. You receive the outfit and you're was the character wearing this? And you're really? What? How are they wearing this? In what world is this a functional outfit? It's not. It makes no sense. And welcome in, Aladdin. Understanding that you don't understand, it's a first step. Exactly, exactly. You never want to be the guy that's you're talking to them and you're like, they don't know what they're talking about, but they pretend they do. Like they try to like correct you as if they do, you know? Like it's like that's silly. Like fake it till you make it is one thing, but like arguing with someone who knows more than you, it's like it's no one wants, you don't want to be that guy. Made you get away with not being a weeb because apparently it's impossible for her to be one, but I beg to differ. Yeah, you can't be a weeb if you're Japanese. That's just the rules. I don't make the rules. And welcome in, P. Good Tama looks like a child at a parent teacher interview. That's what he perpetually. He just always looks like that. This is just the natural state of his face. Okay. He could be in many situations. Yeah, he's staring. I might have moved him a little bit. I'm sorry. He used to look out the window. Yeah. I might have moved. I mopped the floors like I think last week, so I think he might have been moved. Now he's staring at us. This is just how he will be now. And welcome in. Is it 7 or what do the sevens represent? Are they L's? Or am I supposed to just what would you like to be called? It's 7. Okay, it's 7x. Okay. I think I was trying to call you 7 before, but then I was looking at it. And then I was like, is that correct? I don't know. He lost his window privileges after the incident. Yeah, he might have been seeing stuff out the window. We won't talk about it. You better quit that or I'm gonna throw him into some shin later. He would love that. He likes that. Wait, what incident? No, there's no incident. He's just joking around. As in your 7 X's, each was a sin too. So the other 7 is the deadly sins. Okay. And it's an angel. 777. Well, you have a lot of meaning in it. You put a lot more meaning into your name than I have. Everyone always asks me what my name means, and I'm like, it doesn't mean anything. I just put some letters together. And it made something, and now people call me that, and now I'm used to that. Some lore and a nickname. That's like you know the K-pop groups are like, what does your name mean? And then they have like a whole bunch of things that like that's what their name means. And you're like, in this not for 7, but like for the case of K-pop groups, I still stand by the theory that they just came up with it later. Because, like, you know, 17 is called 17, even though they only have 13 members. And they're like, oh, okay, it's the 13 members, plus you, the fan, plus 3 other people that, you know, it's like, what? You just came up with that. Come on. You just stopped sleeping through streams to know? Yeah, you have to stop waking up late. But you were here today. You woke up at 9 a.m. You had to put some thought into it so you can improve yourself as a person. I mean, self-reflection is always good, yeah. I don't do it through my username, I just... What do you guys do any, like, if you're, like, thinking about something, do you guys, like, talk about it with someone? Or do you, like... For me, I always write it down. I write it down, but then I don't like to, like, keep around, like, journals and stuff, so I just, like, throw it away. So I guess I'll never know what I used to think. I don't know. Who says I'm asleep if I'm not here all the time? Yeah, every time you're not in stream, you're just sleeping. You used to go by Freak X12, but you decided to change it. Yeah, go use whatever name you want. You just keep everything to yourself. Do you forget about them? I mean, I don't know if that's the best way either. But I guess if you can let go of it, then that's fine too. You always thought that your name meant weave in Japanese. Get out of here, man. You just do stuff, you don't think about it. I mean, that's fine too. That's fine too, you know? That must be a happy way of life. I don't know. And welcome in, Ustad. How are you? How's Elden Ring? Can't have a life, must be asleep. Well, every time you're like, I have these plans, but I don't want to go. Which is really relatable. I can't lie. But like, you know, you gotta go sometimes. The snowman is here. He's snowed in. That's why he's playing Elden Ring. I don't know how I thought of my name. That's crazy. Yeah, I hope your pee issue is resolved. Um, it's very good game. It is. It is. I need to get. I'm gonna get back into it with Night Rain. I think I've played a lot of Elden Ring now. I played like I haven't played a lot of randomizer myself. I've watched a lot of randomizer, but when I play it myself, I kind of it's a bit hard, Sometimes I get stuck somewhere. Um, but yeah, I enjoy a lot of Elden Ring content. Like I watch so much Elden Ring content. You're an expert at flaking these days. Classic Pacific Northwest behavior. Maybe that's why no one hits me up IRL anymore. Honestly, for me, like I'm pretty introverted, so I would say like I get a lot of social interaction just from streaming, which is like I guess weird because it's not like a equal-sided interaction obviously, but like for me it's like I just get my yapping out while streaming. I talk to people at work, and most of my hobbies that I like most of the things I like to do in my free time, I like doing hobbies like on my own. Um I don't necessarily like, but I never feel like, oh, I really need to like go out and socialize. Like if I was a sim, my social meter would be like filled within like it would just be very quickly filled up. Like it would just be like my sim would talk to someone for like 5 minutes and it'd be like full. It'd be like, okay, I'm done. You're at Farm Azula, so close to the DLC. I get. I mean, you already beat Melania, no? Farm Azula. I guess you can go to Melania anytime. You talk to yourself in the mirror. That's all the social interaction I need. Welcome in, Yog. Maybe you should try streaming. And then you can talk. Maybe someone will talk back. Unless you don't want them to talk back, which is understandable. Maxed out social stats. That's me. Welcome in, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well today. Did they make a Piece 3R DLC? They have the OG DLC, but in general, the game has extra content that FES didn't. What is FES? Yeah, what are you guys playing these days? I mean, you guys know I got back into Genshin. I feel as much as I am still upset about the new female character designs, like, man, Escoffier is just strong. She's just a very strong character. Do I hate that she's wearing an apron and nothing underneath it? Yes. But like I really like the new Archon quest. Cause you guys know I love Albedo, I love Kaya, I love Mondstadt, I love the Albedo storyline, and they finally continued that storyline, so I'm very happy with them about that. Cause I wasn't that in the last like region, I wasn't that happy with the main quest, but now I'm enjoying the story again a lot. Pro Evolution Soccer. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you call them. Fro Evolution. Yeah, what does that even mean? Fro Evolution? I have no idea. Yeah, it's yeah, what else? I watched all of White Lotus season 3. I just watched all of it at once. And then I thought that's pretty good, but apparently a lot of people didn't like White Lotus season 3 as much. As I will admit, I think season 1 of White Lotus is still like the peak of the series. But I thought season 3 was okay, or like it was good. I enjoyed it. And since this is a K-pop and yapping stream, Lisa was on it. She did pretty good. Like she didn't have like a lot of like she didn't have any like crazy like difficult acting. Like they didn't give her anything like really hard to act out. She was just kind of like engaging in like everyday conversations, like just just like acting friendly generally. And yeah, she was fine. She seemed pretty natural, honestly. Like I didn't have any problem with her acting. Like I wasn't like, oh, like she'd really taken me out of it. Like she was fine. But White Lotus is a show with like really good acting. I spent hundreds of hours on Pro Evolution Soccer. Oh, Pro Evolution Soccer, Pro. every football game after that has just been downhill. I can't say I'm a big football game enjoyer, except for honestly, Switch Sports Soccer. Soccer was like my least favorite sport on Switch Sports. I didn't think it was very good. Kimi somehow wanted to try Hollow Knight again. I'm doing everything I know to make her feel happy through the hell she's having with boss fights and platforming. Honestly, that's really sweet of you. As someone who also needs that to enjoy certain games that I know I'll really like there's a lot of games I really like in concept, but I know like I need help, you know, like it's like I need help to get through it, you know, because otherwise it's like the amount of effort I need to get through it is like too much, you know. But there are mods. You can get mods if it's on PC. You can get mods for Elden Ring to add like accessibility features and stuff like that. Because I know Hollow Knight doesn't really have that because it's like kind of like Souls-like. But you can definitely add. I've definitely seen mods that make things a bit more forgiving. And you wanted to say you're writing a book, but I feel like I have to record it on video or audio because no one actually wants to read. No, a lot of people read these days. Come on. I'm sure people are still buying and selling books. You started with Pro Evolution Soccer 11. Wait, a lot of people enjoy this Pro Evolution Soccer game. I never played it. I only played Wii Sports. That's the extent of my sports game. And like sometimes I would play NHL with my brother growing up, but I didn't know what was going on. I just pressed every button on the controller. Relatable games are hard when you first start sometimes. I mean, yeah, of course. Like there's a lot of like learning curve to it, right? But I think for people who don't game a lot, sometimes the learning curve is just like a lot, right? Like if you're like familiar with games, yeah, Hollow Knight is hard, but you'll get the hang of it quite quickly. But especially for me, I even in like I remember I was doing like the tutorial of Hollow Knight. I like couldn't jump onto like the really thin platform. I was like, oh my god, I cannot do this. So I've not made it very far in Hollow Knight. I think the platforming part is hard. And will I ever get through? I know, but I would never ever in my life get through the hard platforming challenges like I can't remember what it's called, Path of Pain. A lot of people read, not Meiji, but a lot of people. Exactly. And Wakamin Kaiju, you look like Astrid, girlfriend of Hiccup. Do I? Isn't she like the blonde girl? Is that wrong? I can't remember. It's been a while. Thank you. Plan on reading your audiobook this afternoon, but it's gonna take like 4 or 5 hours. I mean, you don't have to do it all at once, you know? Path of Pain was something else. Did you finish it, Ricky? That's really impressive. But Hollow Knight, I think is appeal. I see the appeal of Hollow Knight personally as well because like it's the knight is so cute. When he jumps, he's like, oh, he's so cute. I love that guy. The blonde one? I don't know if I see it. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person. I think there's like multiple people. Mija had blonde hair before. I have had blonde hair, that's true. Aren't they making a live action? Had they casted the live action? Astrid, How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know. I'm thinking of the right person. I don't see it personally. You tried speedrunning it, but you dedicate so much time to build the muscle memory for specific tricks. Right? That's like every speedrunning though. That's how speedrunning is, you know? But yeah, it's I think Hollow Knight is a great game, but I struggle. You guys know, for some reason I'm so bad at 2D platforming. I'm bad at every platforming, but something about I think Hollow Knight is just very precise. Because every time there's like a small if there's like a really thin platform, I panic on the inside. I'm like, oh my god, I can't do it, you know? Is Hollow Knight and Deltarune the same game? No, no. Hollow Knight's like a platformer slash like Metroidvania kind of game, and Deltarune is like the spiritual successor of Undertale. It's like a story based RPG. It's very much an RPG. It's like it takes a lot of inspiration from Earthbound. It actually literally is a JRPG though. Not actually, but like basically. The creator is like such a weeb. I think he lives in Japan now. I'm pretty sure Toby Fox lives in Japan. And he like sent out the newsletter about the release of the game, and he put the release time in Japanese time. So like technically the game comes out on June 5th, but it's June 5th Japanese time. So it comes out actually on June 4th. And I was like, bro, you're such a weeb. He's always like tweeting in Japanese. Although his Japanese is probably better than mine at this point. He immediately like localizes the game to Japanese. Like both the localization is coming out at the same time. You're like 3 bosses away from finishing a tactician run at Baldur's Gate 3, then I guess the honor mode grind starts. Is honor mode and tactician the same difficulty, or honor mode has the legendary actions or whatever? Like, because I thought honor mode and tactician are like basically the same, except you only get 1 shot in honor mode. I don't know. Chikano doesn't know any game that isn't Madden or JRPG. Yeah, why Madden? We all know Chikano is Street Fighter man. Like he's the Street Fighter guy. And Halo, weirdly. The one non-JRPG game Chikano likes. Like the one non-Japanese game Chikano likes is randomly Halo. Here we go on the weebs. I mean, no, okay. The one I will say, there's some weebs I like. Toby Fox is one of them. He is such a weeb, but I won't be upset about it. Honor mode is slightly more difficult, but they're mostly the same as far as I understand it, right? I'm doing on Jack and I's like patch 8 run, we're doing tactician. You can have more things to learn at any percent and can adjust them to what you want to learn compared to a category like Path of Pain. There are less tricks and all of them are more complicated than usual. Can you do like glitchless though? I guess it's like it would be like pure skill on glitchless. Honor mode also has some abilities nerfed, like haste. Oh, I like haste. No, I like the one that lasts until the long rest. Is it long strider? I can't remember. I got them all confused. But one of them lasts until the next long rest. You've been getting cooked in rank recently since the points reset. You played your country's best Ken player a few days ago, and like we weren't playing the same game. Sometimes it's like that. Like like literally sometimes it's like that. Like some people are not playing the same game. What did you say about glitches? Oh, glitchless. Like, is there glitchless runs? Yeah, it's he must be on the Ken player must be on a different level. Long strider lasts until long rest and gives you plus 30 movement. Haste is the OP one that gives you extra actions and lasts 10 turns. Oh, that's good. I should take haste. I was leaving it behind. On my to get into the Baldur's Gate talk, on my tactician playthrough, I was saying like, man, this is so okay. Literally, we were playing yesterday, and I was like, man, why is tactician so easy? I was like, we're just destroying everyone. Like, why is it so easy? And then we almost wiped to that like, there's that like robot guy with the lava, but like to be fair, he's like kind of like a gimmick fight, I guess. But it was not going well. But I still stand by it. It's a little bit easy. I'm probably getting carried, but it's easy. Although we do have the party mode adjustment, so we have 6 people and not 4. So maybe that's probably that probably adds to them or decreases the difficulty. You got body so bad I was contemplating quitting for good, like for real. No, but you can like, but that like you should just be like, oh, I can improve, you know. But like you're still good at the game, even if you're not as good as the best player, you know. Some people are just, you know, he probably had a lot of time or something. Yeah, yeah. No, be determined. Exactly. For some people, it's not a game. True. For some people, that it might be his like. He might just. It might be his job. You know. Grim. The first few times I beat him, I didn't know you could use a hammer on him. Can you even kill him without the hammer? I don't even know. But yeah, I've been playing myself as the storm sorcerer. You know the one where you can fly. I've been playing as that one, and I've been playing Shadowheart as a life cleric, and she does so much healing. It's crazy. But I always I used all my spells in that fight because I did like 3 team-wide heals, and we still almost died. Did you watch Barb play Street Fighter 6? He plays Honda, Grandmaster Honda. I don't know what those words are. You did get a round on him. It could be worse. Oh, okay. You find it extremely annoying, so I'm not able to explain myself sometimes. I'm not used to it. I'm having English lessons day one in the States. No, I know exactly how you feel, Ricky, because you know I'm such a yapper, right? But when I go to Japan, I like can't say what I want to say, and it's really annoying. I totally know what you mean. Like it's like oh I just wanna talk more, but like it's so hard to express myself properly, and like people are trying to guess what I'm trying to say and stuff like that, and it's like oh it's hard. I just have to improve, I guess. You killed him with the hammer 3 times. You scrounged around for bludgeoning weapons beforehand. Nice. That's impressive. Well, actually, maybe he is a Souls player. I have no idea. A lot of people can be at the AT&T tournament and play Street Fighter 6. It's fun to watch. I don't think I've ever watched Street Fighter 6. And now that I think about it, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever watched it. I don't know if I would recognize it if I saw it. You know, like if you showed me like Tekken and then Street Fighter, I don't know if I would know which one is which. Unless Chikano was like reacting to it, you know. If you saw Tekken, he's like, oh, Tekken. Then I would know. He's probably the biggest I watch, which isn't that big, TBH. His stat supports small streamers. Yes, yeah, Night Rain, speaking of Souls, Night Rain comes out in a little over 2 weeks, in 2.5 weeks, so I'm looking forward to that for some more Elden Ring back in my life. Because right now I'm just living Elden Ring vicariously through a stat, but, you know, I haven't, even though I still have Elden Ring content left to do, I just didn't do the DLC because I was like, man, it's a lot, you know. But yeah, it's I'm not a. I feel like yeah, I feel like I just maybe had a lot of determination getting through the base game. I don't know. I definitely took a long time to get through it. It took me like 2 years. No, not 2 years. Like a full year to finish Elden Ring. What game are you gonna play on May 26th, 2026? Isn't that when GTA comes out? My brother was telling me about that. Yeah, but it's I haven't even played GTA 5. I'm sorry. I literally own GTA 5. I have it on my PlayStation, and I tried to play it, and then I got stuck. Like, firstly, I could not beat Lamar in that stupid race at the start of the game. I was like, man, how does he do it? Like, this car controls like garbage, you know? Like, I couldn't beat him. So I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know. I think I just eventually beat him, and then later on, there's like your kid who looks like Jonah Hill. You know that kid, and then like he gets stuck on like a boat on the highway or something like that, and then you have to like shoot at the guys and like drive the car and like get him off the boat. And then like I couldn't do it. I was like, how do you play? How do you do this? You know? So then my brother did it for me, and then I just never touched the game again. And there's also the section at the start where that guy fakes his death, and then like you have to like shoot your way out of the bank or whatever. I was like, oh my god, it's so hard. GTA 5 harder than Elden Ring confirmed? I know, it's too hard. Is GTA a Souls-like or something? Imagine Miju doing roleplay in GTA 5. I feel like I'm not a role player. Like, I don't know. I feel like even playing Baldur's Gate, I feel like I was just playing myself, you know? Just the leap in graphical technology is very impressive though. It makes all the other AAA studios look like amateurs. Yeah, that's the one thing I can appreciate. That's the one thing I can appreciate. I am actually a little bit of a graphics Andy. And I really like nice looking graphics in video games. And obviously Rockstar does a really good job. I mean, Nintendo stepped it up with their new Zelda. I don't think they're aiming for that. And welcome in, Chunk. How are you? Do they have Mother's Day in Canada? Yes, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. Guys, do not forget. If any of you forgot, I'm warning you now. It is Mother's Day tomorrow. Get your mom something nice. Get her some flowers. Get her some chocolate. I don't know whatever your mom likes. How's the Saturday going? It's going pretty good. How is yours? Nintendo beginning on your nerves. not the Switch 2. You bought flowers a few minutes ago. Let's go. I bought mine on Wednesday because I was at my mom's house on Tuesday and I was like, oh, it's Mother's Day this weekend. Yeah, so I didn't get her, like, I was like, oh my gosh, but it wasn't too late. It was enough time. I asked my mom what she wanted, and she said, we're pretty chill about gifts in our family. We just kind of like, hey, I want this on Amazon. Can you get this? And she said she wanted like a essential oil diffuser, like one of those things. So I got her one. Yours is too far. I'm sorry, Ricky. I hope you can see her soon. Gaming is cooked. Did you see Xbox jacking up the prices and everything? Yeah, the Xbox one is crazy because like the Xbox, like they're increasing the price on the old console. Like the console has been out for years, and they're increasing the price. Like what? Y'all can see they confirmed you can brick your NS2 if you tamper with it. What? That's me. I think they could always do that. No. You almost sent. Mine's too fat. Yeah, I can't get my mom anything for Mother's Day. She's too fat. Like what? You almost did a your mom joke on yourself. LARPing is free though. I don't even think. Yeah, I don't think LARPing is free. I think you need to buy lots of physical stuff. But at least you buy it once and you own it. You know. Convenient because the fire department was selling some next to a place I was picking up from. Picking up food from. I tried. But yeah, I didn't know fire departments sell flowers. That's nice then. They must be some good flowers. I bought my flowers from a florist, and I was like, man, they really charge like upwards of $100 for some flowers. I'm like, I'm not a flower person. Like I like buying flowers. Like I think I'm pro buying flowers for other people. I'm like, wow, it's actually a nice gift. This is cool. But like personally, do I like flowers for myself? No. I actually really don't like flowers. Nobody even wanted to buy the Xbox or regular price. I know, like increasing shouldn't consoles get cheaper as it goes on? Moms did a lot for your birth. I know. Childbirth is awful. They went through that, you know. And welcome in Pokemon. Hope you're doing well today. That's a cute emote. I'm burning hot. We need to be pro owning in here. We do. I think we all are. We can reuse the suit of armor for the zombie apocalypse. Now, I don't think. Would you even want a suit of armor for the zombie apocalypse? I feel like you'd want to run. But maybe. I guess it would protect you from bites. A zombie apocalypse in a medieval setting. Has that been done? I don't think so. Because there's like Kingdom, which is like in like, you know, like um ancient ancient is maybe not the right word, but like ancient Korea. It's like it's like what do you call it? Feudal? Feudal Korea? Um but I don't have there ever been medieval? I feel like they do well. Like they're just like swords, stabbing people, stabbing the zombies. I feel like they do well. Wait, isn't that Attack on Titan? Or is that different? They're not zombies, I guess. They're just large zombie-like creatures. Maybe not. You gonna go florist prices at the moment? I know. I was like, that's the one thing I don't really understand it. But like every florist has the same prices. So I was like, I guess that's just how it is. But like, you know what has good flowers as well? Costco. Like compared to like other supermarkets, I think Costco flowers apparently are not a lot nicer. And they're still like more reasonably priced than florists. Because I feel like they must be scamming, right? Isn't that just Doom, the Dark World? Don't know. Dark Goblins and Zelda. Those are like skeletons, so not zombies. Of course, a Korea who would coin that term, feudal Korea. I feel like that's correct. Feudal? Paying more than $60 for a Pokemon game? I know. Like, I already think Pokemon games at their current price are a bit of a scam. If they charge like $100 Canadian for a Pokemon game, I will not buy it. Like, there's no world unless they drastically change the quality of their games. It's not worth that price. But I think they will charge it. I think they will charge the increased price. Cause like Tears of the Kingdom was $90, and $100 after tax, and I think Pokemon will charge at least that price. Attack on Titan have like grappling hook machines. It's not truly medieval. That's weird that you know so much about Attack on Titan. Are you a weeb or something? Grocery stores are slept on for flowers. Yeah, can people really tell the difference, or is it just like the arrangement? It's like can people like if you gave someone like one flower from the or if you gave someone some flowers, would they be able to tell they're from the grocery store? Like I feel like you wouldn't. Maybe they last longer from the florist because they're like better taken care of or something, but like I don't know. Zombie apocalypse in the medieval times with some reincarnates there. That would not be good. We're coming to a point in time where no one will pay MSRP on launch and wait 2 years for sale. I mean, there's always gonna be people who buy it though. Like, there's always gonna be people who buy it, especially with Nintendo. But I think with the price increase of the Switch too, I think a lot of families will be priced out. I think a lot of like just normal families will be like, oh, like I'm not paying $100 for one game from like imagine you're a kid asking for a game. You're like, Mom, can we buy this game? And your mom is like, bro, this is $120. You need this game? Like, come on. So I think it's gonna price a lot of families out. I think Attack on Titan would be one off for the only anime you would genuinely enjoy. I'm not sure enough though. Don't mark my words. I mean, the one anime I genuinely do enjoy is Erased. I loved Erased. Aside from like kids shows, like obviously I watched like Doraemon and stuff like that as a kid. So when a game drops, add 2 more years to experience it, or maybe we'll just all start pirating. We'll just all start pirating everything. I think you're mostly paying for the arrangement for like under 150, and then higher prices are like specific flowers. It's like the last flower in existence. It has diamonds on it. Actually, the one flower that's really expensive is like the orchids. Orchids are really expensive. You've been waiting 2 years for 2 years. I know. I think for me, it's like I'm very cautious about what games I feel like are worth the price. The only game you're willing to pay $100 is GTA. I mean, I've paid $100 for a few games. I paid, okay, that's because Canadian. It's Canadian. We have a bit of a different a metric here, but Tears of the Kingdom was $100, but Breath of the Wild was like my favorite game ever. So um, God of War Ragnarok was $100, and God of War is also one of my favorite games ever. And also The Last of Us Part 1 Remake was $100. That's the only $100 games I have bought, which is actually quite a few. Now that I think about it, it's actually quite a few. But Canadian. They were already $90 before, so a full price game before the price increase was always $90 because it's like $80 before tax and then $90 after tax. Watch Doraemon like a weeb. True, I did watch Doraemon like a weeb. But Doraemon's good. I will always be a Doraemon kid rather than a Pokemon kid. I stand by that. Diamond flower. I know they better come with like a gift card or something, you know? Like if I'm paying more than $150 for flowers, it better come with a gift card. Real weaves, not the real anime. You're such a hipster, Chikano. You just hate it because it's popular. It's very zirconian coded of you. It was like a Super Omega Deluxe Edition or comes with the limited physical items, $100 may be worth, but not worth otherwise. Yeah, I mean, like games in the past, like if they were above $100, they would be like, they would come with like a physical thing, right? Like, or like it would be like, yeah, it would be like a special case or like, you know, stuff like that. It would come like a collectible. But now Mario Kart Tour, $120 Canadian. Like really, that's a ridiculous price. Gonna only watches Cowboy Bebop. That's false, but you love Bebop. See? The Korean knows. You learned it from the Korean. Yeah. I'm such a I think I used to I've definitely thought that at some point in my life that, you know, like, oh, I don't like things because they're popular. But now I'm like, I think things are popular because for a reason, you know? I mean, sometimes like trash is popular, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have value, right? And I think, you know, if you think things are bad because they're popular, you think that everyone has poor taste or everyone is stupid, which may be a valid take, honestly. Which may be a valid take. You're more of a Samurai Champloo enjoyer than what the hell is that? Okay, I've heard of Cowboy Bebop. What the hell is Samurai Champloo? Bebop is very underrated. Isn't it like really like weird? Like it's like kind of like it's like a unusual anime in some way. You read the Samurai Shampoo? We all know they didn't wash their hair, Angel. They're just stinky. Even though it's probably considered the best. Even enough credit. I see. It's an alternate universe from Cowboy Bebop. That's silly. Samurai Champloo is a must-watch top 10. You guys, this is too much anime talk. We can't have top 10 anime talk here. This is no weaves allowed. Haven't heard of any of them. Good job, Ricky. Congrats. Stinky helmet. Yeah, think about how. Okay, am I the only one who thinks of this? Like, I was watching The Last of Us, right? And then every time they kiss, I'm like, wow. Do they even brush their teeth? I'm like, wow, like, do they ever brush their teeth? Do they wash their hands? Do they shower? Like, everyone's like hooking up in the apocalypse. I'm like, they must be so stinky. Like, literally, like, I feel like I wouldn't kiss or like hook up with someone that hasn't showered within like 24 hours. You know, if someone was like, oh, I last showered like 3 days ago, I would not want anything to do with them. But I guess in the apocalypse, it's like, yeah, maybe you become nose blind. I don't know. Got that morning breath streak, exactly. You'd fit right in. I don't know. But like surely the people who are thriving are the people with the Asian gene of not being stinky, right? I guess everyone else just smells. Like you don't really have much of a choice, you know? Each other's uncleanliness cancels each other out. True. Everyone would have flies around them. The green smoke cloud from Sims. You got the gene where you're double stinky. Oh no, not that gene. Did you just say we smell? Oh, I don't know if you smell. I've never met you. I only know for sure that zirconian smells. If you run out of deodorant, Asian people are lucky. It's not even like all of Asian people though. It's like a certain percentage. Cause there's stinky Asian people. Trust me. Trust me. Fake news. I mean, you started it. The song's a bob. It is. It is. The song is so good. It's a classic. No, it's a recent classic. How come our feet smell but our noses run? My feet don't smell, Angel. I've never had stinky shoes. And I don't understand how. No offense, although, yeah, like no offense, but like when we were in, speaking of zirconia being stinky, when we were in Paris, like not like obviously it's no one's fault because we were walking around all day, like we were traveling, walking around all day in like 38-degree heat. When we got to the hotel, people take off their shoes, so stinky. I'm like, guys, everyone's shoes are so stinky. But I feel like my shoes never get stinky, so it must be a gene. It must be a gene. I don't know. Maybe I'm not to blame like white people, but maybe it's a white person thing. And welcome in, Maestro. We're doing well today. Your Pilates teacher would like a word. I don't think she thinks my feet are stinky. She's always touching my feet, like to help me with my workout. So if they were stinky, I don't think she would touch them. And welcome in, Jem. Hope you're doing well today. Cancelled. I will have to say it. I don't know whose shoes it were, but when we all took off our shoes in the hotel room, they were stinky. But to be fair, yeah, we were walking around all day in a very hot place, so it's not I don't blame anyone for being sweaty. Other jeans are just super clean. No, but like even my feet sweat. Like my feet do sweat. Like I actually have pretty sweaty feet. TMI. I feel like I have like I feel like I have a normal amount of feet sweat, but I feel like mine doesn't. My feet never smell like the stinky feet smell. You know? Everyone stinks except you. It's okay. I didn't say everyone stinks. I think someone stinks. At least one person. Your jeans are clean. True. Your jeans are new. Not anymore. After the workouts, the feet get smelly. Well, I don't wear shoes during my workout. Maybe that's the difference. The Pilates socks are preventing the stinky feet. I don't know. I recently got new Pilates socks. And they're like toeless socks. Cause like my Pilates teacher had them, so I was like, maybe there's something to it. Like maybe you get like better grip or something like that. I don't know if I like them. Cause like you have to wear toeless socks and then you put your shoes on and then your bare toes are touching your shoes. I'm like, I don't really like that. But these Pilates socks are really expensive, so I was like, don't really want to like. I feel like I have to use them. Why did your Pilates teacher touch your feet for? She just does like when we do workouts. Like it's like, oh, like like it's like, okay, put your feet on the foot bar, put your feet like apart, or like put your heels together or whatever. I was getting in trouble for I have really weak inner thigh muscles. So like there's a lot of workouts you have to like squeeze your heels together, and she always grabs them and she's like, you're not squeezing them together. I'm like, I'm trying. Or she'll put something between my heels and she'll yank it out. And if I let her, if it pulls out really easily, she's like, no. She's like, you're not doing it right. That's my nightmare, honestly. Like I have such my inner thighs get so tired from that. Like just like that's a common occurrence. It's a common occurrence. Your dogs are touching your shoes. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, cause like I just, even if it's just my toes and it's like obviously it's not really doing much, right? Just my toes are touching the inside of my shoes. Like having bare feet, like putting your bare feet in like sneakers just feels so wrong. Have to work on your legs and quads. I know, I know. I think my legs are weak. I don't even sweat when you work on a six pack. You're gifted like that, I guess. I feel like I would be sweating. Like I would be I don't know. Hear you sweat by existing. True, true. I guess I don't. I actually have experienced that though, cause like I've been in Japan in like late May, or no. Yeah, like mid May, and there was days where it was like the weather was like this. It was cloudy, your favorite. It was completely cloudy, 15 degrees, not even warm. Step outside, I'm sweating. I'm like, why am I sweating so much? Like I was sweating to the point where it's like, you know, like you know, like I don't know if you guys have this, but like when you sweat just a little, you only sweat in certain places, right? You just sweat in like your armpits or whatever. But like I was like, my whole back was sweaty. Like I'm like that for me that's like a different level of being sweaty, you know? And I was like, what is happening? It's not even warm out. It's just so humid that it's so sweaty. Um, Six pack of Monster Energy. That's a lot of Monster Energy. That's too much. I feel like it would be healthier to drink a six pack of beer than a thick six pack of Monster. Um, you'd hate to live in a climate like that. I mean, yeah. As much as yeah, all the weebs about loving Japan, they should go in the summer. They should go in the summer. They'll think different. Um, I think I'm getting a. You think you're getting a flat stomach now because recently you've been going on a walk at the new gym for 15 to 20 minutes after you lift weight. Cardio would be good for that, yeah. That's good. If that's what you're going for. You're super sweaty. Like summers are horrid. Do you guys like sweat really easily, like everywhere? Like, because I feel like when I was in Europe, that time, like in Paris and stuff like that, I never experienced like I felt like here, like my chest was like sweaty. I was like, I've never sweated there in my life. Like I didn't know I could sweat there. Like that's how it felt. And then like places like my shins. I was like, why are my shins sweaty? Like I didn't know I had sweat glands there. Like that was a crazy experience. I sweated in places I did not know I could sweat. I think Miji got a 2 pack. And sometimes it depends how much I've eaten that day. But I feel like this is the case for a lot of women, but like it's like especially your lower stomach. Like I think women just tend to carry a bit more fat there. I feel like that will never be like completely flat unless I'm like I just woke up. Like I haven't eaten today. Like that's when it will be like completely flat stomach. But I'm not gonna not eat. One week in Tokyo in July, and they all stop watching anime forever. Exactly, they should do that. No, thank you, summer in Japan. Yeah, you already have enough heat to deal with. Like you don't need extra. Southern European heat waves are brutal. I know. I just like, I was like, I didn't know I could sweat like that. I was like, man, here I am. I also like packed shampoo, right? I packed shampoo with the expectation I'd be washing my hair like every 3 days. That's what I do here, right? Like I wash my hair every 3 days, 3 to 4 days, like twice a week, right? But then I was like, bro, I need more shampoo. Like I have to wash my hair every day. I was like, my head is so sweaty. Um, Mija drinks too much beer. I do not drink. I do not drink. I feel like I can't these days. I don't like handle alcohol very well. It makes me very like faint. Summer's around the corner. I'm praying we don't have a heat wave. Like for real, the heat waves are so brutal. Maybe I'll try moving before it gets too hot, but I don't think I will. I'm planning to move in the summer. I guess I'll just try and try to find some AC. I mean, I guess the heat really peaks in like August, September. Maybe I will have moved by then. You'd love to go over the spring like Sakura week or in the fall. I think that's the best time. I think that's definitely the best time. I used to always go in the spring when I was a kid because like summer break and stuff like that. But now the last year I went in the fall. It's really nice. Some good food as well. And welcome in protagonist, running 3-4 hours of sleep. Bro, when did you sleep? Bestie, when did you sleep? Just matching your energy here. Did you sleep at 6 a.m.? You get drunk easily? I'm not sure. You can look at me and know that I would get drunk very easily. Also, I don't drink because I don't have a tolerance. I think I would be super drunk after like if I drank one drink really quickly, I think I could be drunk. Like if I chugged one beer, I might be drunk. Not like blackout drunk, but I'd be tipsy. Cue the summer K-pop playlist. True. I like personally like chill summer songs. Like think like The Killers. Like I feel like that vibe. If you're outside on a nice sunny day, isn't that the vibe? And welcome in Maroon. Hope you're doing well today. It's going pretty good. Orpheus shoots gun. What? Why are you shooting? Why are you shooting, protagonist? You went to sleep at 2 and then woke up at 5:30. I'm sorry. That's an early wake up. You love Norway because our heat waves are like 28 degrees at the extreme high end. A few years ago, we never went above 20 all July. Yeah, that's what it used to be like here at Draconia. Like for us, if it went above 30, that was like crazy. But then randomly out of nowhere, we get a 38 degree, 40 degree heat wave. So count your blessings while they're not hatched. That's not the saying. You know what I mean? I like here it was like, oh, it never goes above 30 degrees. Like I've only experienced over 30 degrees. Like it's like 31 maybe, 32. But yeah, it's suddenly things are different. It's a Persona 3 thing. Yeah, it makes sense. Persona reference. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Might be your neighbor in a few years. Ricky, you have so many moving locations. You gotta pick one. And it better be Vancouver. I'll say a summer drive with the windows down is epic. True, true. What if a bug flies in though? Is protagonist ever handle? Only OGs? No. We all know. It's literally his current handle. What do you mean? My new hire, she told me she played Persona 5 and she didn't really enjoy. Kind of wanted to fire her. You should. Yeah, you should fire her. That's a fireable offense. I'll take Ricky skiing. I'll take Ricky skiing. There's skiing here. No. Don't go as Zirconi. He's gonna make you cross country ski. It's so tiring. I will take you downhill skiing. And Whistler is the best ski resort in North America. Don't know how it compares to Norway. We won't talk about it. It's probably worse. Based reason to fire. Exactly. It's valid. Yeah, it's valid. You can fire her. Should have asked her in the yeah, you need to ask her in the interview. Yeah, like what do you like you're like, okay, what would you do if a customer said this, you know? Like you're asking normal interview questions and then you're like, do you like Persona? Very very important. This will determine whether we hire you. If you were a Persona character, which character would you be? Are you an Akechi enjoyer? We wouldn't trust an Akechi enjoyer. I don't like that guy. So like I don't think you should do it. I like Akechi, he's sick. No. What preparations do you find most prudent in case of a zombie apocalypse? That's true. There's a lot going on, you know? Like, would you shower in a zombie apocalypse? Real questions. Real questions. How stinky would you be in a zombie apocalypse? Do you have any questions for us? I'm like, can I have my money now? I mean, I always have questions for the interviewers, but they're always like for myself, you know, like it's like, oh, like, you know, you got to ask your questions. Cause I'm very much like the interview is both ways. Would you romance Gale? Exactly, exactly. Which Baldur's Gate character did you romance? And if you picked some of them, you're messed up, man. Like what are you going on with that? Ramen or pho? If they pick pho, denied. You're gonna do a stat like that? You're gonna fire him? I'm in trouble on that one. You romance Minthar. That's a really questionable decision, yeah. I saw her romance scene. I was like, why was hers so much more explicit than everyone else's? Don't know. And did they wash their hands? I don't think so. When are they washing their hands? When are they brushing their teeth? She really did that? Is that in its own world on that one? Yeah, if I honestly I would pick ramen. I not to be biased, but I would pick ramen. They're gonna remain unemployed. You should hide that on your resume. Worth killing a grove of innocent people over? Right, right. Actually, I'm on my current playthrough, I have Shadowheart romance right now, but she and Karlak keep flirting. She and Karlak are flirting so much. Like every time we're just walking around and they're talking to each other, they keep flirting. And I'm like, okay, maybe you guys should be together. Like what's going on with that? You know? I think certain characters have like canon romances, maybe. I don't know. I had to be more assertive. I don't feel that strongly about Shadowheart though, so maybe that's why. I'm just like I'm just kind of indifferent. I'm like, oh, you know what? It's fine. So maybe she's upset about that I'm not very committed to her because like Gale is right there, you know. maybe she feels that I'm not 100% committed to her, you know. And she would be. She would be. She's like that. Just make sure you got the high ground at all costs. It's actually very important in Baldur's Gate to have the high ground. It actually is very Obi-Wan coded. Like it's very you get like a huge advantage from being in the high ground. If you turn down Lae'zel, she implies she slept with Astarion later. I cannot see that as a couple. I that one doesn't make sense to me. Like, who would I see Astarion with? I don't even know. I actually have no idea. I feel like they would just sleep together though, like just for fun. I seen a meme where this person had an altar of Obi-Wan and Mr. Good for Jesus. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. How are we talking about Star Wars a week later? Welcome in, Ratsy. No, Chikano just brought out the high ground. He just brought it up. He's on the Star Wars stuff. Astarion and Gale. I could see it. I could see it. I think like, and Will with like no one because he's boring. Sorry, Will. Weird because the first movie is actually the third movie. And the third movie is the first movie. You mean the first movie is the fourth movie, and the fourth movie is the first movie, right? Anytime is a good time to talk about Star Wars. Right. Okay. Well, who's your favorite Star Wars character? You'll go first. Yours is Spock. No way. I like. I've actually seen one Star Trek movie because I really liked Benedict Cumberbatch as a child. Not as a child, as a teen. I liked Benedict Cumberbatch. I watched the movie. But did I know what was going on? No. Don't distract me with yapping today. I should do week 2 of school. You had all day, man. Give me Ben Zirconian. No. You can't make fun of everyone for your LARPing and then you're on about this fantasy space movie, you know? Star Wars is so fantasy. Like I think it's not, I don't think it's even sci-fi. I think it's fantasy. You just got up, of course. That film is a bit more punchy if you know who's Khan beforehand. But he was never in a movie before. Like Benedict Cumberbatch, that was his first time being in Star Trek, no? How did he exist? And I feel like he did nothing wrong. Like I feel like he was just trying to save his people. That's all I remember of the plot. He was like, "Oh, all my people are like in these like cryo chambers or whatever. Like, can I have them?" And they're like, "No." Like it's like, "Okay, of course he's gonna like try and get them back. Like that's his guys, it's his family or whatever." It just happened in a galaxy far, far away, so how can you deny its validity? That's true. Star Wars could have happened. That's a good point. We never see Earth. Could just be far. We don't have the technology to reach them. It's both. Like you can't use the Force to fix the Millennium Falcon. You probably could. You could lift it up. You heard anything about Star Wars? There was the space battles and spaceships. Yeah. There was a lot of space battles and spaceships. But it's a reboot. Khan is a character from the original series from like 1970. Oh, I see. So yeah, but I feel like if you're rebooting something from 1970, the movie should be still good if you don't know the original thing. No, I guess I guess when I watched it, I wasn't like it's bad. Like I just didn't. I wasn't like wow, it's so good. Isn't that true that explosions can actually happen in space? Yeah, I think that is true. Yeah. Like all the fight and stuff that they do, it's like it actually cannot happen in space. And there's also no sound in space, but obviously it would be really boring if the fights were like silent, right? um, that is Gale to Miju. Of course. No, Chikano's Gale is like Chikano's Gale is either I think he has a lot of Gales. Hard to say. Your favorite thing about Last of Us is the fights. They need to yap less. You clearly didn't even listen to a single bit of the yapping, Ratsy. I was like talking about the Last of Us, and then Ratsy was like, "Who's Dina?" Like the other main character in the show. Maybe you're just bad with names. Surely you'd recognize her face because she's in like every scene. um, why yap when you can battle? They like yapping. So in Iron Avengers movie in 2012, you're saying Iron Man did not nuke the aliens in space? He probably did silently. Well, I guess, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't explode. That's right. I don't remember what happened in the Avengers 2012. I don't remember, like, what it looked like. What the heck is a Gale? It's the guy, the handsome man from Baldur's Gate 3. My guy. We're married. You'll say Blade singing wizard in Baldur's Gate 3 is off. It's awesome because basically fulfilled everyone's dream of being a Jedi Knight. Oh, really? Maybe Gale can do that. I don't think I have a dream of being a Jedi Knight though. I feel like they need reform, Ravioli scale. Yeah, that one. You thought Ellie was a main character? There can be multiple main characters. Because like Abby's also a main character. That's your dream. Yeah, that's specifically Zirconian's dream. Wait, I feel like Chikano's dream is to become a Sith Lord Knight. He wants nothing to do with the Jedis. But there can only be two, Chikano. Who would be the other one? If there can only be two Sith guys, what would be the other one? Gale can do that, but you have to respec him because his stats are bad. Poor Gale. No, Gale's not in the party right now. He's at the camp. I was talking to him at the camp. Apparently, if you summon his cat, that's what I found out recently. If you summon his cat and kill his cat, it drops like a really good item. But like you have to kill his cat, which is a bit rude. Ravioli is fire. Now you want Italian food? Ravioli is pretty good. I like tortellini. Don't know the difference, but tortellini is really good. You call dibs on Sith too. I don't. Well, that's up to Chicano. The Sith are basically just drow anyway. No, there's more than 2 of them. That's the rule. There can only be 2. There's 3 if you count Adam Uber Driver. Is there? Is he a Sith Lord though? Like maybe there's. It's just that guy. I don't remember his name. The one who was not relevant. That guy and Palpatine. So that's 2. And Adam is not a Sith Lord. He's just a guy. I don't know. There's only allowed to be 2, so they have an extra one just in case. Oh, like an understudy. The Sith understudy. Maybe Chikano could be a Sith understudy. He's a Sith cosplayer? What a clown. True, true. He's just trying. He's conflicted, man. He wants to. He has emotions. He's vulnerable, you know. That guy, you mean Vader? No, that guy from like I'm talking about. If we're counting Adam Driver era, the guy with the weird face that he kills. You know the guy he kills? Can't remember his name. Can't remember. Duke. No. In the prequels. Why do you guys never talk stuff I know about? Hey, we talked about stuff earlier. You knew about that stuff. Well, what would you like to talk about, Ricky? It better not be anime. Vader would be turning in his grave if he saw his grandchild. No, he would be fine. M&M. Oh, true. What's the best M&Ms, Ricky? Peanut M&Ms? Have you tried those pretzel M&Ms? I think they're not that good. And yeah, do you have a favorite color? Like I know they taste the same, but like, do you have a favorite color? Do you pick them out by color? Cause I do. I pick out the. I have a pecking order of M&Ms. Like I think the red ones and the brown ones are good. The top tier. The blue ones, middle tier. Green and yellow, low tier. Darth Maul? No, in the sequel movies. There's that guy who's like, oh, this is the Sith Lord guy, and then they just kill him off. No one knows his name, man. The crispy M&Ms are gas. I haven't tried those. Miju's M&M pecking order is bad. What's yours? I think mine is good. The sequels, Snoke, yeah, that guy. He's the other one. Can't believe he was so irrelevant. That guy was so irrelevant. I really changed the topic. No, this is important, Ricky. Okay, I guess you don't care about the color, so that's fine. I don't think they matter that much actually. Who needs a pecking order? I think it's important. Like I know they taste the same, but like it just feels different. Cause you're looking at it and you're like I'm looking at it and I see like a green M&M and it just does not look appealing to me. We always gravitate towards Baldur's Gate 3. I feel as of late, blame Zirconia. It is absolutely Zirconia's fault, yeah. Also, the 2 Sith Lords are Sith Master and Sith Apprentice. So, like, did Palpatine not count because he was sleeping? Is there really ever only 2? Yeah, so that seems like a weird rule. Why wouldn't you want more? You know? Because, like, there's, like, way more Jedis, you know? So like why wouldn't like are the Sith so strong that 2 of them could overpower a whole army? Is that what it is? Don't get it. Or is there only enough power for 2 people? Like I don't get it. You supposed to do it with the smaller bags. The smaller bags that have like 3 M&Ms in them. These days, man. These days, you're like, oh, this bag of candy is not a bad deal. You pick it up, there's like 4 candies in there, and you're like, what a scam. Let's talk about the subclasses I wish they implemented in Baldur's Gate 3. You'll start. Oath of Conquest Paladin. No one knows what that is, man. Is that from D&D? I'm not D&D-ified enough. I don't know. I don't know enough about D&D. All I know is Bard. The establishment of the Galactic Empire millennium later saw the galaxy controlled by Sith Lords Darth Sidious and Darth Vader. Did you just copy and paste like a like a sentence from Wikipedia? What? Secret apprentices come and they realize at one point they're just gonna betray each other anyway. That's how it always goes, you know. And welcome in Kyler. Hope you're doing well today. They sell like small tubes with like 2 M&Ms. What? Oh, they have those tubes that have like the mini M&Ms, right? I remember those from back in the day. I don't know if they still sell those. I feel like candy is such a bad value these days. I feel like chocolates and stuff are so bad value. I feel like you should just make snacks yourself, you know? Because I was right, Vader is a Sith Lord. Yeah. I don't think anyone disagreed with that. With Paladin, you have to make decisions according to your oath. So if you do something evil, you break your oath. And if you lose some of your spells, Oath of Conquest is a less goody two-shoes Paladin. I don't know what to say to that. That's good. Wait, what? It's just a medium ground. Is what you're saying? Like one is dark, one is to speak in. Yeah, that was so long, bro. I was so confused. But like, why do you have to follow these rules? You know? I don't understand the lore part. You know? I feel like I'll just do what I want. You know, like who says? And what are even classes? Like in the way if you live in the world, right? If you live in the Baldur's Gate world, what determines your class? Is that just like your job? Is it more like a job? Like what like what does the class even mean? Like who says I can't learn other spells? You know? It's part of the package of D&D. I just feel like it's very strict, you know? It would be such a bad Will LARPer. Well, Will's boring, man. He's a nice boy, but he's boring. You can multi-class? Oh yeah, I guess so. But like, it seems weird that it's like, okay, this class is... They have like personality traits, you know? Like, I feel like the class shouldn't have personality traits. You think LARPers think that dragons actually exist at one point in time? That's the real question. I don't think so, Jiga. I don't think so. I don't think dragons exist in LARPing. I think they're like I think they're doing like medieval stuff, you know? I don't know if there's dragons involved. I don't think it's fantasy. A video of a guy who multi-class into every class on one character, like one level in every class. That's a lot of classes. But you could just tell your pack person to leave. Who cares what they want? Yeah, what's up with that? It seems like, are you born into it? Like, what is that? Someone LARPs as a dragon. There's like a guy on the field, like, in a dragon costume, and he's like, I'm the dragon. Imagine being that guy. Hello, Dungeons and Dragons. But I feel like it's different. They don't do that. Like, they don't LARP for that. You know? They just imagine it in their head. Right? I feel like the people LARPing are like history buffs, no? Right? They're like, oh, let's recreate the Battle of Normandy. You know? I mean, not Normandy, okay. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, let's recreate the Civil War battle. Right? He's mini Durin. Oh my gosh, true. Genshin lore drop. They have like a little drone dressed up in a dragon costume and it flies around. I wish I was that gold dragon. That could be you. You can be that guy. Is reenactment equal LARPing though? Isn't that what LARPing is? Do people do LARPing as fantasy as well? I thought they just LARP. They're like the war guys. And they like recreate wars. Is that different? Is that a different group of people? Or people out there like doing real life fantasy, like let's recreate the Lord of the Rings battle. Like, is that LARPing? I don't know. Maybe I don't understand what LARPing is. I thought it was those people doing the fights in the field in like costumes. Role playing IRL is LARPing. Yeah. But what if you're like role playing like Star Wars? That's LARPing. But like, what if you're role playing? What if you're role playing being in the Beatles? I don't know why I went to that. But like, is that LARPing? I don't think it's LARPing. I think you're just like, I guess in that case you're just like a cover band. But like, you could role play anything, right? You could role play being a race driver. Like, I don't know. When do you LARP? When Miju? Miju, when do you LARP gamer Miju? Ratzi? What? Ratzi, what do you mean, Ratzi? The word LARP has lost all its meaning at this point. I think Chicano just uses it for everything, and now we're all confused. Like Chicano's like, oh, you guys are making breakfast, like oh, LARPing, like come on. I'm confused. There's a difference between recreating a Lord of the Rings battle and LARPing Lord of the Rings. Is there? I have no idea. LARPers are going again. He's like back in the day. LARPing used to be good, you know, and all the kids, all the Gen Zs they're ruining LARPing. um you're taking a shot at the fact that you don't game anymore. Oh, okay. I see. I see. I was playing Baldur's Gate yesterday. We did the Grim Forge. We did the Grim Forge. For some reason, all the guys attack me. You know? Like, there's 6 of us. They all go for me. And I'm like, guys, why are you always killing me? Like, I feel like everyone just attacks me. Making breakfast? LARPing chef, exactly. If you cook breakfast over a campfire, that's pretty LARPer. True. True, that's so true. You're gonna watch The Garden, like Thanos and Endgame? LARPing. Exactly. Oh, there's so much LARPing, yeah. Everything is LARPing, huh? Not on stream though. I played Genshin on Wednesday, Ratsy. You were there. They found the weak spot. They're tacticians. It's me. They found the weak link. They're just going for me. Fair enough. Fair enough. They must know. They see you're a bard and say, I'm not a bard. I'm a storm sorcerer. I have spells. I just ice knife everyone. Well, okay, I stopped with the ice knife thing because I got in trouble. Like, Jack was like, please stop ice knifing when I'm in proximity. Like, you're hitting everyone with the ice knife. So I stopped with the ice knife, and now I just do magic missile. Like one, you know what's gonna happen. Imagine the Civil War, people were like, we don't know who's gonna win. That's true. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, because if you're just, I guess the people who are LARPing are not reenacting something. They're just fighting. Like they're like fake fighting, and then whoever wins wins, I guess. But like, are people out there LARPing like they're doing magic? Like, could I go out into the LARPers and be like, magic missile? You know? You probably have the lowest armor class because you only wear pretty clothing instead of armor. Joke's on you. There's no pretty clothing. There's only mildly okay clothing, and that's what I'm wearing. Yes, I'm just wearing the starting robe. I think the starting robe is cute, but I am very weak. Yes, which is probably why they're going for me. You know that whatever spellcaster made you, it's always magic missile. It's always magic missile. That's how it works. It actually does a lot of damage. I don't know. Like I could do like twin spell magic missile, right? Pretty good. Well, before I was spamming Ice Knife, and apparently that wasn't good. If they don't got shining armor but a Patagonia fleece instead, I still consider it the same. Like, I mean, they're cold. They're cold. They have to. They're LARPing in the wintertime, you know. Mija doesn't care about stats as long as it's cute. Exactly, exactly. But that's actually one thing I hate about fantasy though. I think the clothes are so ugly. Like every time I play a fantasy game, I'm like, I don't want to wear like some weird like metal armor. You know, like I'm not out here looking like I'm a Viking. Like I want some modern clothes. You know, like I want like a nice dress. I want like ripped jeans. Like come on. You wish for double the magic missiles? That's good. That's good. Both are cool but different. Yeah, that's a good point. Playing Magic the Gathering, LARPing as a Yu-Gi-Oh guy. That's true. Recording was playing Magic the Gathering. You have to do magic missiles with the reverberation items. You actually machine gun things. I have the spell sparkler. Good, right? Meet 100% would have died in medieval time. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Monster Hunter with a layered armor system where you can equip any armor and only display the one you like, so you can have nice defense and drip. Yeah, Baldur's Gate has that too. You can like only display your camp clothing, but then you look weird. Because all the camp clothing is quite like all the camp clothing is quite revealing. So like you're just out here in like your like shirt with the neckline down to your like belly button, you know, and like like underwear, and then everyone else is wearing like plated armor, so like it just looks weird. Yeah, in my original playthrough, Astario was just in his underwear the whole game. But he was wearing armor, but it was like hidden the whole time. Cause I just thought it was funny. But you can't do that, yeah. In WoW, you can basically make your armor look like any other armor of your choice. I wish the same was in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't add that. I think that'd be good. Rip jeans in fantasy world? Exactly. Medieval fashion is pretty mid. I know. I just not a fan of the medieval aesthetic in general. I don't like how medieval things look. Like I don't like medieval buildings. I don't like medieval clothes. Like I actually don't. That's the one thing that really turns me off from fantasy. Because the aesthetic itself doesn't appeal to me. Like I think Breath of the Wild is nice, but it's more like it's like a nature. It's a hot take. I don't think so because it's like a personal preference, right? Like some people don't like futuristic aesthetics, or like some people don't some people don't like I don't know. There's lots of concepts. Medieval architecture is beautiful. No, I just mean like in games. I just mean like medieval settings, you know? You mean like a different clothing of your choice? Like different clothing of your choice you didn't that you like. Did you mean like default clothing? No, like yeah, in Baldur's Gate also you have like your underwear and then you have camp clothes, which is under your armor, and then you have armor on top of that, but you can just show different layers. Or nothing if you prefer. Yeah. So it's kind of I think it's kind of similar system. Yeah, it's fair. I think a lot of appeal of games is like enjoying the look of the world and like wanting to explore it, right? So I think those settings don't really work for me. I prefer more modern settings. Yeah, it's there's a lot of games are fantasy. That's the thing. Like a lot of games are fantasy. I like fantasy that's like pretty and bright and colorful. Cause like technically Genshin is fantasy, but I think it looks nice. Breath of the Wild is fantasy, but I think it looks nice. But like I think if you go like full fantasy, like Elden Ring, I really don't like how Elden Ring looks. Where are the settings to show different layers? Why? Are you gonna take off Shadow Heart's clothes? It's in the equipment settings somewhere. That's why I like the cyberpunk aesthetic. It's so sick. Yeah, yeah. I like the futuristic setting as well. I think it's quite fun. Like it's like kind of like neon, like city kind of vibe. I think it's nice. Or just like pretty nature settings. Those are the settings I usually like. Seems silly if people are at camp in full armor. They will until you like make it nighttime, and then at nighttime, I think they should wear their camp clothes. But I could be wrong. Just go to the bathroom, by the way. I will be right back. Enjoy the Malomart in the meantime. Okay, I'm back, unfortunately. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the Malomart. Sorry for coming back. I know. End of do you guys think I need to okay, real opinions, Zelda fans. You guys think I would make it through would I make it through Twilight Princess far enough for me to be able to open Malomart? How many dungeons do I have to read? How many dungeons do I have to go through to reach Malomart? Because I feel like we've got to go to Malomart, but maybe I wouldn't survive. I feel like I can survive a maximum of 2 dungeons, and that's pushing it. You beat that game and you suck. That doesn't mean anything. I'm not worried about being bad. I'm just worried about suffering. You gotta play a bit, not gonna lie. Like, a lot of dungeons. Can't wait to play Twilight Princess on Nintendo Switch 2. Is it on, like, the subscription thingy? I feel like I just get the Wii U one. Definitely more than 2? Okay, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do more than 2 dungeons. I don't know how I survived Skyward Sword, but, like, it wasn't easy, you know? It did help that I enjoyed one of the dungeons, so... I stand by it. The last dungeon in Skyward Sword was quite fun. Look at the prices for the Wii U version. Is it really expensive? It's like 200 USD? There's no way. There's no way. Maybe a stock can send it to me and I'll send it back. But it's like 200. Yeah, there's no... Okay, wait, let me look this up. That seems ridiculous. Can I just pirate it? Oh, I guess I don't really have a way of pirating it. Twilight Princess HD. Bye. Oh my god, you're right. What? That's crazy. Wait, that cannot be true. That cannot be true. What? Twilight Princess... It's $100 to $200. Oh my god. Man, that's crazy. People are scamming out there. You have to earn the Malomart music. Yeah, you have to do like his quest, right? You have to like help him open the shop or something. Um, you got a lot. It just seemed crazy. I wasn't. I found it unbelievable. Samey is your friend. True. I just uninstalled Samey though, but I could get it again. I forgot Samey was the Wii U emulator. It's not a Switch emulator. Yeah, I could definitely do that then. If I were, but you said more than 2 dungeons, so I don't know if that's gonna work out for me. You found it for 35? Oh, okay, that's fine then. When I was 10, you and your teacher used to let each other PS1 games. Oh, sweet. He's the best teacher all time. He sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I like well, I recently lent my brother my I lent him The Last of Us. And I think he was playing it because he texted me about the controller last night. Wii or Wii U? Wii U. But I guess it can be Wii because like the Wii games can be played on the Wii U. I kind of want Guitar Hero. That's something I want, like a Guitar Hero controller and play. I mean, I don't mind if it's Clone Hero, but I want to play. But like, I feel like buying the physical Guitar Hero controller is like gonna be kind of difficult. But maybe it's possible. I think I would play the heck out of Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero is sick. I know. I love a good rhythm game. Want me to start the $35 Wii copy to send to you? Yeah, we'll do like a chain of Canada Post deliveries. They have third-party guitar. Oh, really? Are they expensive? I might actually get on that. That's a game I could get behind. Guitar Hero streams, anyone? I think that'd be fun. DJ Hero was fun. I never played that. I only played well, I didn't have the game because Guitar Hero was quite expensive, so I didn't have it. Only my cousin had it, and he had Guitar Hero and he had Rock Band. Both were fun. Not sure if I think they work on PC. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Go check it out. I probably would suck at it now, but I'll try. Time for Through the Fire and Flames, 20 times speed from me. But yeah, it's that could be fun. I think that could be fun. I don't know, like I think playing streaming games like that could be a fun time. But yeah, it's I was looking at stuff about Inzoi, and apparently people have like mixed feelings about it. Apparently a lot of it's like AI generated. There's like AI in the game, right? Which was known, but apparently a lot of the stuff for the game is like AI generated, which is interesting. DJ Hero on Wii U, near the DJ controller. Yeah, those games are expensive. You need lots of stuff. Give Tim a run for his money. They probably have a lot of Polyphia songs on Clone Hero, right? I could see that. But they're probably all really hard. Because what I've learned from playing Beat Saber is when the community makes custom maps, they're all really hard. Because everyone who goes as far to make a custom map for the game plays the game a lot, and they're all like really good at it. I'm sure lots of other games will follow with that AI crap. Yeah, that's unfortunate because I feel like I don't know, like using AI is one thing, right? But then like there's something about like humans obviously make better quality things, so you should try OC. Too weeby, man. Too weeby. And I think it's like you have to use the mouse. It's a bit tough. He's in technology where AI would render things in real time as you play. It was actually insane. That was Doom, right? That was like the original Doom, and the AI was creating it, right? That's crazy though. I saw that one. I think I saw on Mudahara's channel. Yeah, and so I feel like that'd be a sad day though, where like if a game is made entirely by AI, I feel like no, not to be biased, but I think humans do a better job. I think there's something about like the AI generated content, that is like it's a bit soulless, you know. It was recent. No. Yeah, it was recreating Doom, like by AI. I think that's what it was doing. I don't think it was making like a whole new game. Or maybe GoldenEye, something like that. One of those old games. One of those boomer games, you know? I mean, I have a lot of recent games, or new games coming up, because like, Night Rain, I don't know if I'll stream Night Rain, because like, I don't know if that will go well. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how good I'll be at it. But also, Deltarune is coming out, but I'm gonna play that by myself, because it's a very special game to me. And I feel like I just want to experience it quietly on my own time, you know? And I feel like the Undertale fandom kind of scares me. As someone who is a big Undertale fan, the Undertale fandom scares me. Which is, I think, reasonable. AI Golden Knight, something like that. I think it's kind of cool, though, learning a boss of repetition gets stale, but imagine finding a boss that's RNG all the time. It depends what kind of game it is. It depends what kind of game it is, because, like, in a game like Souls, like a Soul style game, that would be, I think the appeal of the game is the repetition and like learning its attacks, right? But if it's a boss that you can't learn the attacks and it's like purely based on your skill, I think that's a whole different like learning like type of difficulty, right? I think both are valid. But there's definitely interesting stuff for both. It would be even more challenging though. Yeah, for sure. I just want to make the LARPers suffer. I think the point of a point of a difficult boss where you have to learn the mechanics is like it's the repetition and the boss having predictable but difficult attacks. People complain a lot saying some people got luckier than another, but for solo enjoyment, I agree. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of... But, like, when you say that, Chicano, that's literally just, like, playing against another person, no? Like, isn't that what the difference between fighting a boss and fighting another person? Like, surely you could just play Street Fighter. But yeah, it's a... RNG can be a tricky thing for sure in games. Because, like... As much as we hate on RNG, it's definitely a necessary part of games. But you know, like as much as it can be really annoying, I think some games really need it. Like a lot of games really need it. But some games don't need it. Like some games should not have it. Like in Dark Souls, I don't think the boss should be like beating the boss should be RNG, right? That's kind of the whole point of it. Imagine Breath of the Wild for us combat players and the other players couldn't beat it. Then the game wouldn't be popular and you would not get a sequel, Chikano. There would be like 5 of you. There'd be like 5 of you playing it. But I'm all for difficulty settings for sure. Like I think like having like an easy mode, like story mode for people who don't care about combat, and then having like a really hard mode, is definitely something I support. Will I play the hard mode? No, but I'm happy it's there for you guys. But that's one criticism I have for Breath of the Wild. I think Master Mode was like the most boring, stupid way they could have done it, honestly. Like, yeah, sure, okay, making all the enemies stronger, that's valid. But like they're regenerating HP, like really? Like I don't think it's they could have done so much more. Like if ideally, like obviously they have like constraints, right? But like ideally in my opinion, they could and then like I as long as like sorry, what I'm trying to say is ideally you'd have new types of enemies with like more difficult mechanics and more complex patterns, right? Like imagine a Lionel, like you have like Lionel 2. You have a Lionel 2 that replaces all the Lionels, and they have like more difficult movesets. They move faster, they hit harder. They have more moves, right? But obviously, you know, that's like obviously they have like restrictions on how much content they add and stuff, so that's not gonna happen. But I think just making them regenerate HP is a bit boring, you know? It makes some enemies really annoying, like the Lizalfos who go in the water. It's like, come on. Um, Back in the 1800s, lots of NES games are impossible for real. Back in the 1800s, oh no. Um, Also, like, if you want a 1v1 experience, you have to imagine something like a game that's different each time. Like, imagine it. That's like chess. You should just play chess. I support that as well, as long as you got 49 out of 50 achievements, and I get the 50 for difficulty. Okay, Ricky. Lionels are super scary for casuals, though. Exactly. I think I'm a big believer in like keeping, keeping the game where obviously like kids play Zelda, like having the normal game be accessible to everyone, and then just making a hard mode for the people who really want it. Like for a lot of people, Breath of the Wild is too easy. I completely understand that. I think Master Mode is boring. But yeah, Lionels. I think Lionels are great. Lionels and the Guardians. Like when you hear the Guardian music, it's a classic. You don't have any games to play? Play chess, Ratsy. I'm a chess shill now. That's the beauty of competitive games, is playing against an actual human. Exactly. Like that's the only way you'll get. I mean, unless AI can do it now, then like the only way you'll get a game that's different each time is playing against someone else, right? That's the beauty of multiplayer games. And welcome in, Star. Hope you're doing well today. Merciless in P5 is hella easy. It doesn't feel any different. Yeah, I think a lot of times I think they don't make I think they underestimate the player base. They don't realize how degenerate people will get about the game, you know? That happened with Baldur's Gate, actually. In Baldur's Gate, when they released, everyone was saying, a lot of people who were already familiar with the genre and already good at those games said the hard mode was too easy. And then they added a extra hard mode. But I think P5 is past that at this point. A bit late. Have you tried the password game? Me? You want something I can 100% on Steam? I was gonna do Factorio, but I forgot all the controls. 100%? I don't know. So some games are easier to 100% than others. Everyone's one and only gripe is Persona game. That's not everyone's one and only gripe. There's no way. That's actual combat is busted and easy. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That was a genuine question. What happened? Are you asking Chikano? Cause no, sorry. I was genuinely asking. Are you asking me? I haven't played it. Me? I've not. No, I've not played it. I thought you were asking Chikano because he said games are too easy. So I thought you were saying he should play the password game because it's hard. You don't think I've ever 100%ed a game? Yeah, some achievements are like. I think a lot of people like, unless the game is like, unless the achievements are like beat the game, whatever. You have to be like actively seek them out, you know. To be like, okay, I really care about getting the achievement, so I'm gonna 100% the game. What is this password game you speak? You don't know the password game, Chikano? It's just like a silly game where it's like you put in it's like create a password and then you put in a password and there's like, oh, your password needs this many letters or this many numbers. You know how like a lot of sites do that, where it's like there's password restrictions, but then it gets like really, really complicated. It'll be like, okay, the password needs today's Wordle answer in it. Okay, the password needs 16 numbers, but they all have to add up to this number. And then suddenly you'll start playing like GeoGuessr. It'll be like, okay, please put in the checkmate move in chess notation into your password. And it just like starts adding a bunch of mini games onto it. It's just like a silly game. It's like those Flash games back in the day. You had a couple and then supermarket together. Out of more achievements. And it black screens when I load now. That sucks. Who would play that? It's like a silly game. It's a really silly game. I was watching. Oh my god. Oh yeah. And then your password catches on fire and you have to like put it out. Like some of the numbers, some of the characters start turning into fire and you have to like delete the fires. It's funny. It's just really silly. It's like, okay, put this, and it will be like, put this egg in your password and keep it safe. And it was like, and you have to make sure the chicken egg is like in your password. Have you guys checked out Five's recent song and album? I don't know them, I'm sorry. But yeah, have you guys watched a video where they make the scammers do it? But the scammers get like kind of into it. They're like, okay, no, I got this, I gotta solve it. Like, but then like, you know, they're just doing scammer things. And some of them like keep going, even if you're playing like, when it gets to the point where they're playing like GeoGuessr, they're like still going. They're like, okay, we gotta solve this chess problem. We gotta figure this out, you know? It's like, okay, the password's on fire. We gotta. Five is a J-pop girl group. Oh, nice. I hope you enjoy their album. Is it beatable? Yes, it is. Go check it out, Chikono. You wanted a challenge. It was pretty popular for a while. I think it's a fun little game. Kennedy not secured at the end of it. True. Hey, maybe you just need to expand your horizons. There's lots of hard games out there. There's Cuphead. Cuphead is fun. Hollow Knight. I do need to get into a new game. Chikano just becomes like a password game guy, you know? Like just always playing password game. Thinking about actually giving Cyberpunk overall? Oh yeah, that's a good one. You just said earlier you like the aesthetic. Definitely, there's probably a lot going on there. Is Power Wash Sim worth $20? It'll probably go on sale, no? Is it on sale right now? If it's not, then I'll just wait for a sale. It is on sale. It's probably worth $20 if you like it. I think I don't play those games myself, but a lot of people really enjoy Power Wash Simulator. Mainly because I want to be Kuze IRL from Ghost in the Shell. I haven't watched Ghost in the Shell. That's the one where Scarlett Johansson plays an Asian woman, right? Is that the one? That's the only thing I know about it. Is that she literally plays an Asian person. I'm like, why? Like literally why? Scarlett Johansson plays an Asian woman? Doesn't she? Is it Scarlett Johansson? Is it someone else? His husband, material trust. Okay. She's not Asian. Yeah, no kidding. She's not Asian. I got lots of backlash, but it's like fine. I mean, it could still be a good movie, but like weird casting decision for sure. There's a lot of Asian people out there. It could have been me. You know, that I could have done that easily. But yeah, it's definitely strange. But yeah, it's questionable as when Ben Stiller played a black guy in Tropic Thunder. Yeah, that's also questionable. Yeah. Miju cosplay as Major. I don't know who that is. Is that Scarlett Johansson? Yeah, it's yeah, I feel like I've been watching a lot of shows recently. I haven't watched a lot of movies. I don't have any cosplays planned though. With the recent Genshin character, the recent trend of Genshin character designs, I don't think I'll be cosplaying Genshin characters for a while. Wasn't Ben Stiller? It was, oh yeah, it was Robert Downey Jr. You're right. He did blackface, right? That's crazy. Where was back then when things were very interesting, huh? But yeah, so I don't think I'll be cosplaying a Genshin character for a while, you know? But especially like I just don't fundamentally agree with their designs now. Close enough, both are white. They are both white, true. I forgot his name for a sec. You're a dude playing a dude, disgusted as another dude. Disguised as another dude. Just not disgusted. You watched The Judge from Hell for your recent shows that I watched? What is that about? But yeah, I finally got Crave. So I've been watching all the HBO shows. I've been catching up. I caught up on White Lotus. I caught up on The Last of Us. And I realized Yellow Jacket season 3 came out. So I've been watching that, but I don't feel that strongly about Yellow Jackets. I'm just like, I just watched season 1 and 2. I thought season 1 was really good. And then I wasn't that into on season 2, but now I'm like, oh, I may as well just see what happens, you know? But a lot of people aren't really liking season 3. Not enough cannibalism or something. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be enough of that. Isn't he gonna be Doctor Doom too? Yeah, I mean that's old news, man. But although I heard Thunderbolt is quite good. People are saying Thunderbolt is good. I think there's a multiverse reason to that or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just desperate. I think Marvel's just like they just want it back. I know it's old news because we were talking about Robert. I mean, yeah, we're bringing up Tropic Thunder or Topic Thunder. I don't know. Like probably 20 years after the fact. Thunderbolt is best since Endgame. But were you watching the scenes where no one was fighting? I need to know. Are you simply what part of the movie you're talking? I do love it. Has Florence Pugh though, right? I do love Florence Pugh. Yeah, it's I don't even know what cosplay I would do. There's so many. I just like not in the Genshin mood, you know? What do they got? You did watch them? Yeah. Okay. You're in the theater, so you had to watch that part. It's a K-drama about a demon judge from hell posing as a human judge. She has a mission to kill 10 murders for 1 year, and then she fell in love with the hot detective. Sounds about right. Sounds about right for a K-drama. I need to watch that. Have you watched the IU one? I think it's called When Life Gives You Tangerines. Apparently that one's really good. I need to watch that one. I love IU. Cosplay Mai from Street Fighter 6. She's Japanese. I feel like the Street Fighter designs are like on the level of Genshin designs in terms of like how like sexualized they are. Nothing wrong with that, but like I don't know if I want to wear them. Bella Ramsey and Dina. Girl cannot carry her yapping. See, I actually really like Dina. I think Dina's doing a great job. She's like a really good actress. Some of the scenes, like the look on her face, like you just know exactly what she's thinking. You haven't watched it? I heard it was really good. I don't know if I'd be able to do it on a cinema, but I'm definitely recording Kimmy when she sees Robert. She has no idea and had a tough time with what happened. When she sees Robert, like, as Doctor Doom again? Or, like, on the death. Maya's definitely all fan service. Yeah, I think that's the one thing, too, that, like, holds me back from... I mean, obviously, it's, like, it's better than it was back then. Because, like, when you look at the older Street Fighter designs compared to now, they're, like... it's the same as, like, looking back at, like, old League of Legends designs compared to now, right? Like, obviously, it was a very different time back then. But yeah, it's still like there's a lot of, but I feel like in Street Fighter as well, like a lot of the men are shirtless and stuff too. So I guess it's equal. But yeah, it's I don't know. She's a good actress, but the writing is meh. Rats, you're not even listening to the writing. I feel like I cannot discuss the story of The Last of Us when you don't even know the characters. Like you don't even know the other character. What's wrong with Misfortune design? Oh yeah, nothing. Yeah, she's great. Misfortune is like, yeah, Misfortune was I think Misfortune is my least favorite League character in terms of design. It's boring, then don't watch it. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. I have my issues with the show as well. I am watching, but like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I like the fighting part. Maybe you could just skip through. I don't know. Have you played the game? Do you know about the big boss fight that Abby goes through? You will love that. That one? That one's crazy. You have not played the game? Okay, okay. You're in for a treat then. Keep watching at least. If you like the fight scenes, there's a good one. There's a good one. Perhaps that's part of the issue? I don't think so. I think you could enjoy it without it. But I think up until now it has been a bit slow. I think in the early days in Seattle are a little bit slow, but it picks up a bit. But there's the show has a lot less combat than the game, obviously. So maybe you would enjoy the game more because there's more combat. You gonna watch Evo Japan Top 8 tonight? Yep, wouldn't miss it. Never gonna miss that. No, not, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna continue watching Yellow Jackets tonight, probably. I'm not going to my mom's house today because I'm going tomorrow for Mother's Day. So I think I'm just gonna like, I don't know. I'll catch up on some chores. I'll figure out what I'm gonna eat because I don't really have food. I don't know. But yeah, I don't have Pilates either. My instructor canceled for this week, so I guess I'll do workouts at home. I haven't practiced dancing in a while, so maybe I do that to get some cardio in because I am severely lacking in cardio. I can probably run like 2.5 minutes before I will fall down. So maybe I should do that, and then I can reward myself with just lying on the couch and doing nothing and watching Yellow Jackets. Started like Thursday night first, and I went to bed watching, and I woke up for work. It was still on. Oh my god, that's long. Speaking of shows that I need to watch, there's a J drama on Netflix called Chastity High. Chastity High slash Renai Battle Royale. It's called both those things. I feel like those are two different things. But I heard it's mid or disappointing. Oh no. If you ever find a good J drama that's on Netflix, please let me know because I actually I have a couple on my list, but I feel like I need to watch some more J dramas because I think that'll help improve my Japanese. There's one that my mom recommended to me. It's about a doctor that gets it's a really old one. They've been adding a lot of really old Japanese dramas, which is good, I guess. There's a lot of good ones. But there's one about a doctor who gets sent back in time. And apparently that one's good. And what else? I don't know. My friend recommended one called Unnatural. It's also one set in a hospital, I believe, but it's like modern day. Yeah. Stuff like that. Do the mountain climbers? What's mountain climbers? 30% done the first job in Power Wash Demo and you're hooked. Yeah, a lot of people love that game. Delicious in Dungeon is a good J drama. I swear, Angel, is that an anime? Is it animated? Put me on, that's the one my mom said was good. I think it's one from back in the day. Because we were scrolling through the J dramas on Netflix, and she was like, "Oh wow, this one's from like the '90s or like the '80s." Like I remember this one. You have a good J-pop song if you want. That's okay. You can find the Discord. I think you know that one because there's a Korean remake of it. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know which one came first. I think it was the Korean one, but I remember watching Boys Over Flowers when I was a kid. But there's a Korean one as well. I think it's originally Korean, and they made a Japanese one with Arashi, with the members of Arashi in it. I think I remember watching that one. I used to watch a lot of J dramas with my mom when I was a kid. Mountain climbers are push-up positions, and you climb by bringing that thing. Man, that's tough. I like doing bicycle crunches. That's my new favorite workout. But I don't know if I can do mountain climbers. Because if I just wait in the push-up position for like a minute, I'm like already done. I'm like, oh, my arms. You think it's called Jin? Right, right. Yeah, a lot of times they have like a Japanese version and a Korean version of like the same drama, basically. It's interesting. Um, and weirdly, they have like a Japanese version and a Korean version of Suits. Like the Western show Suits. There's like they make a Japanese version. I'm like, why? Just make your own show. It's based on a manga. Oh, really? I mean, a lot of J dramas are. When I was a kid, I would love. We talked about this before on stream, I think, but when I was a kid, I really liked Liar Game, the J drama. It's like really cheesy and stupid, but I had a great time watching it when I was like probably like 13, something like that. And it's about like this girl who gets roped into like basically it's not like Squid Game. You don't die. Um, it's like games where you kind of like lie and cheat to get what you want, or like they're like social deduction games, sort of like social deception games. I don't know what the word for that is. Basically, you're playing Among Us, but with like real money. And then you like lose money if you lose the game, and you win money if you win the game. Of course, you don't die. Um, and then there's like a guy in there who's like Sherlock, and he's like weirdly smart, but like in like a really cheesy way. But it's good. It's good. Have you seen that AI Ghibli render the movie MAGA? MAGA, like Trump. No, yeah, I heard about the AI Ghibli thing. That's stupid. They have an English version of Money Among Us. What's Money Among Us? What do you mean English version? This is a J drama. Trump looks cool as a Ghibli character. No way. I don't think a Ghibli art style could save that man. Yeah, it's I remember watching that one, and I'd watch the detective show. Very very classic J drama Aibo. I remember my brother enjoyed watching that with the family, but he did not know what was going on. Like he understood like 20% of what was going on, because it's a quite difficult drama to understand. Even for me, like watching it, it's like there's a lot of police language. The characters are really smart. It's like Sherlock. It's like a Japanese ripoff of Sherlock. Um, yeah, so it's like my brother would watch it and he would really enjoy it, but he has no idea what's going on. So I don't know what he was enjoying about it. There's also My Personal Weatherman, which is a BL. Yeah, I never watched those as a kid. I only watch some like cheesy rom-com ones sometimes. One person has $1 million and they have to last X amount of time, while the other reality people try to figure out who has. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not like that. Um, yeah, it's this is what am I trying to say? Yeah, it's just like a one of those like Squid Game type shows, I guess. But it's fictional. This one's recent from 2023. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of J dramas as a kid, but I haven't watched too many now. Back in the day, my mom would get them sent from Japan in like DVDs, and we'd have like each DVD, and you have to like keep changing the DVD. Such a boomer. If I had a ton of money, y'all wouldn't know, but there would be signs. What would be the sign? Like you'd have like a car. I think you would buy a car. I think that would be the sign. You'd buy a Switch too, and you'd be like, "Damn, Chikano's rich." um, Ichikano would not be driving a Lambo, Ratsi. Come on. You know he's such a weeb. He would have a Japanese car. He would have a nice PC though. He would have like a 5080. He'll just buy Xbox products. Yeah, Chikano buys the Xbox Series X and a copy of GTA. I will be like, damn, he's a millionaire. Like we know now. He buys an extra set of Joy-Cons for a Switch 2 for $125. Wow, so rich. I don't know. I feel like if I I feel like I would try. I'm definitely someone who would live below my means, you know? Ratsies are wrong. There's actually a few tuner shops who modify Lambos in Japan. So you could have a Japanese Lambo. There you go. Yeah, I don't think if I had a lot of money, I think I would buy a driver. I would like employ a driver before I got a car. Like I mean, you actually need a car to have a driver, but like I think I would want a driver. I'm like the opposite. I don't want to drive. Like even if it's a really nice car, I don't want to drive. I'm hiring a driver. Um, Get a cool wrap for the Lambo, some anime one. He has like some anime girl on his car. Okay, okay. Take care, Angel. It was nice yapping with you. I never liked exotic cars until I saw what they do to them in Japan. What do they do to them? You put a waifu on your Lambo? Ew. Which waifu though? If you guys had to put a waifu on your Lambo, what would it be? I think I'd put like Kaya. I have a Kaya on my Lambo. Oh, but I don't want to be a Genshin player in public. I think I would maybe pick maybe like Pokemon? Pokemon, maybe Gale? I don't know. I don't think I'd want to be a Genshin player publicly though. You're only interested in NS2 because the Tears of Kingdom Quick Menu is no longer slow. That's a pretty big improvement, let's be real. Also, apparently the load times are much faster. I was watching Player 5's video. What would your driver do for several days at a time you spend indoors? No, he's only hired for those days. Like it's like I just book the driver, you know? I guess at that point I could just get an Uber, but like I want them to like wait for me, you know? Like I go to the like drive me to the doctor and like wait outside, you know? Cuz then you would never have to park your car again. You would never have to, you know, like it'd just be easy. You should see they're insane. The people that put crystals all over the car. They look nuts. You could be a crystal. You could be a crystal girly. Does it need to be a wife? We're gonna get a K-pop group rap. Yeah, I guess you would do that. Yeah. Okay, if you can get a K-pop group on your car, which one would it be? We also what happened in Parasite with their driver. True, true. I mean, I would hire a reputable driver. I wouldn't let like weird people into my house. Okay. Where people might squat in your mansion and murder me. Oh no. You gonna see Parasite? How am I supposed to know that? Well, I guess you gotta go watch it. Um, you're missing out. But I feel like Ratzi might not like it. He'd be like, "Oh, they're showing up fighting." um, you're getting a Mintaro in your car. Oh my god, you would be arrested. The police would be pulling you over all the time for being suspicious. They'd be like, "Are you sure you're not breaking the law? Like, are you sure?" Like, you'd obviously get a new car when you want a K-pop group, Bram. Fair enough. Fair enough. Not Lazel. Yeah, what about Lazel? Have you switched the love of your life already? Like I feel like you moved on quickly. You were all about Lazel. You tell the police you're pragmatic, not evil, but the police are like racist towards Drow. So they would just arrest you anyway. You know? They'd be like, "You're associating with Drows?" Like jail immediately, you know? You know how they are. Oh, the police were the Drow. No, 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 no. They're not the Drow. What are you digging up your under? Exactly, exactly. They would throw some like slur at you. You know, I don't know what a drow slur is, but they would use that. It wouldn't go well for you. Police are the get the Yankee. Really? Are they? I don't know enough about these guys. I have no idea. Then what does that say about you? That your first instinct was to go to Lazel. Are y'all speaking Elvish? Yeah, yeah. But it's who knows? Who knows? I'm happy with my little I have to get my car serviced, so hopefully they don't. I'm getting my car serviced this week, so hopefully they don't scam me. We'll see. We'll see. What wrap would you get? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe like a cute color. I'm kind of jealous. Okay, one thing that I like about Japanese cars, one thing I like about Japanese cars is that they have really cute colors. You just drive down the street, you see like pink cars, you see blue, like pastel blue cars or pastel green cars. It's like normal. Cars just come in those colors. But here, like we only have like, you want white car, black car, or gray car. Like that's all you got. There might be like maybe a dark blue. Don't know. Hyundai's always in the shop. I wouldn't have that problem with the Honda. You know I wanted a Honda, but man, they're expensive. Also, why did they discontinue the Honda Fit? Can you ask Honda for me? Like, I wanted a Honda Fit, man. Was not allowed. Or a Toyota Yaris? Not allowed. They don't exist. BJ makes her drive around some embarrassing rap and only the back windows are tinted. Exactly. I thought you were volunteering to be the driver, Ratsy. I'm gonna make you drive around in a Kaya car. Firm believer, if you get what you pay for. You could have gone to Toyota. They don't make them anymore. I wanted one. You had a Yaris. Okay. Yeah, they didn't exist when I went to buy my car. I bought my car in 2021 and they were like, yeah, okay. Honda Fits don't exist anymore. Toyota Yaris don't exist anymore. You could get a sedan. I was like, I want a sedan. I want a hatchback. And they're like, oh, we have hatchback sedans. And I was like, no. No, not volunteer. You want to be paid. Too bad. You can work for free in the Kaya car. They still make them in Japan. I know they still make them in Japan because like Japan likes small cars, but here everyone wants an SUV. That's the issue. Like everyone just drives like massive SUVs and like trucks, right? And like the cars just get bigger and bigger. You kind of miss the cars from the 60s of all colors in Cuba. Yeah, I think we should normalize colorful cars. Like here, like if you look at the street, like every car is black, gray, or white. Like that's it. Can make a Ganyu car? No, I cannot drive that. Get a big pickup truck means you get your country art going. I'll get a nice pickup truck and run over some children, you know. You know how it is. Every time I get like tailgated or like every time someone drives aggressively against me, it's like always a truck. No offense to truck people, but it's always a truck. Like I'm always like, what is this guy doing? It's like it's always someone in a truck. I was in Abbotsford recently, which is like an hour away from Vancouver. It's like a bit more not like it's not rural or anything like that, but it's like a bit of a smaller city. It's like a bit farther away from the city, and so there's so many people in trucks. I was like, there's so many trucks. There's like it's like half the cars are trucks. Tell the truck people to go back to Alberta. Exactly. There's no place for this here. I can't stand people with huge diesel trucks, like, bro, you're just going to get groceries. I know. And they're so expensive. Like, what a waste of money. I like to go on the personal finance subreddit, as you guys know. And there's always some guy who's like, hey, like, can I afford this $60,000 truck? And everyone's like, no, do not get a $60,000 truck. And they're like, oh, but sometimes I go to Home Hardware, I go to Home Depot, and I get some 2x4s. Like, I think I need a truck. And you're like, no, you don't need a truck for that. Like they're like, oh yeah, I go to IKEA sometimes and like I want to carry the furniture home. Like, bro, you do not need a truck, you know? I was watching a video about like, cause like all the trucks and the SUVs are like so common and they're like really dangerous, right? Cause like, you can't see people crossing the road, especially children, right? Like, cause you're so high off the ground that like you can't see if someone's like crossing in front of you. So they're actually like quite dangerous. And like obviously like the bigger your car is, if you get into a car crash, then like the more damage you're gonna do. But yeah, the people, it's clearly just like their own like personal issue, you know. Um, the baby Canucks, exactly. The truck people are in Nelson. No, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Get a truck for one job. They're like, yeah, I need to. I bought a IKEA coffee table. I need a truck, you know. And trucks are so expensive. Not a not a truck fan, you know. I feel like a lot of times the people in like I'm sure there's lots of like normal truck drivers, like you know, like most people on the road are driving normally, but some truck drivers are really aggressive. Gotta help the neighbors move. Time for 80 grand truck. I know. These guys in their truck, it's always like that. Every time when the person was finding something better, they're like, or it's like the wife posting, and she's like, oh, like, my husband just bought like a $80,000 truck, and you're like, everyone's like, why? Like, stop, you know? They're not even aesthetic. Yeah, get a sports car. If you're gonna pay $80,000, get like a nice looking car. You know, like you can get like a nice, like you can get a pretty fancy car for that much money, right? Like why truck? Like they just want to be like cool and strong, I guess. You know, like I don't know. But yeah, it's like they're clearly just getting like groceries and stuff. So what's the point? And like they probably use more gas. They're probably not environmentally friendly, you know. So you gotta you know, not do that. A McLaren was trying to race me yesterday. Like, bro, get away from you. If I just tap your car in an accident, I'd be poor. Yeah, I think about that too. I'm like, I try not to park next to like really nice cars. If I'm in a parking lot and there's like a Porsche, I'm like, I'm not parking next to you because like, what if I accidentally swing my door open and like hit your car? Like, I don't trust you, you know. Although, you guys know about my incident, right? The one time I scratched a car, or like the one time I scratched someone else's car. It was like a really nice Range Rover. Like it was one of those big Range Rovers. Like it looked brand new. And I scratched their car, and I kind of like scratched like their license plate. So I kind of like it did more damage to my mom's car at the time. But I left a note on. But I think it can go either way because like I didn't do a lot of damage. It was just like a little bit of a scratch. And then I left a note on their car, and they never called me. I guess I think like some people they're just so rich that they don't mind, right? Like it's like I think if you were a little bit if you were buying a car that you really couldn't afford, I think you would take a lot of pride in your car, right? You'd be like, "Oh, like I can't let anything happen to my car cuz like it's so much money for me." But if you were so rich that the car is like not that expensive to you, then maybe like they wouldn't care as much about it getting damaged, especially if it's just like a superficial scratch, right? So yeah, that actually worked out for me. But try not to scratch really expensive cars. You park by and hope I run into them so I can ask what they do for a living. It's probably like something you cannot replicate. The dude was older too with his wife, I'm assuming, was driving with his blinker on. Oh my gosh, some people do that. Sometimes I'm like driving and someone's like signaling to come in. I'm like signaling to come in. I'm like waiting. I'm like letting them in, and they're like, I'm like waiting and waiting, and I'm like, oh my god, they just left their blinker on. Some like 90-year-old grandma, you know, in the car, and you're like, oh my god, please, like, don't drive like that. The one time Kimmy scratched another car, it had designs. Oh no. She also left a note, but they did. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got really lucky. The one time I scratched a car, they didn't call me. I think they just didn't want to deal with it. But yeah, it's the old people on the road can be really scary. Cause like here we don't have like driving tests for old people, right? Like you can just kind of drive until you're done driving, right? Until you decide that you're done driving. But in Japan, you have to like pass road tests at a certain age. Like every few years, you have to keep passing the road test, um, to keep being able to drive. And they have a and they have a sticker. They have like a sticker. You know, here we have like stickers for L, like learner drivers, and N for novice drivers. They also have a sticker for old people. So you can like see who's an old person on the road, I guess. Um, and we don't have anything like that here for old people, and they can be so dangerous. I think I've told this story on stream, but one time I was driving when I was a teenager, I was driving with my mom, and we had a or we still like we have like a SUV, right? And we were driving down the road, and this old couple in a smart car hits the side of her car, like full on, like bounces off the side of her car, right? Makes a really loud noise, like you can hear it make contact, right? And they didn't notice. Like they're the ones in like a tiny smart car. They must have been so close to her car. They didn't notice. And we followed them. And they just like they never stopped. And we're like we got their license plate and everything, but like I was like, these people should not. If you drive and you hit another car and you don't notice, you should not be driving. Cause like, what if you hit someone? Like you could hit like a cyclist, and you didn't notice you hit them, right? Like, come on. If you want to see scary, see Charlie's road rage reviews. I mean, yeah, people on the road are crazy. They 100% need to test old people. Yes, when they're old, when they drive, yeah, when they drive. Welcome in, Kiki. A little scrape. Yeah, it was like a scrape. I don't know what the damage was on the smart car, because like obviously their car was a lot smaller. Like we were in an SUV, they're in a smart car. Um, so but they would have felt it. Like you would if you like you would have you should have noticed that, because like we were all in the car, like my family, and we heard it. Like it was so loud. And then they feel like old people use their age as an excuse. They could very well be aware, but use that as their excuse. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, like I understand that, like I understand that a lot of times not being able to drive is really, really restrictive, right? Like certain places, like if you can't drive, like you like especially for old people, like they're suddenly become like a lot less free and like a lot less independent, right? And that's really hard for them. But it's when it's really about like when it's dangerous, when it's like about like life and death, like it's there's really no excuse, right? But yeah, I understand it's tough, like cause my grandma and grandpa had the same thing, right? Cause like when my grandpa stopped driving, which was a bit later than it should have been, obviously it's like hard for them to like go grocery shopping and like do all their appointments and stuff like that. Like now someone has to drive them every time, right? Which is tough. In Welcome In Cafe, speaking of crazy people on the road, the other day I saw someone honking at a Waymo. What's a Waymo? But yeah, I hate impatient people on the road that are like, when people like honk and you like can't do anything. You're like, or like when people are like trying to tailgate you when there's like traffic, and you're like, what's the point of like you're tailgating me? There's a lot of volume on the road. You go in front of me, and then you tailgate the person in front of you. Like, where are you trying to go? Like, there's nowhere to go. Like, it's not like I'm going slow on purpose. Like, I'm just like, there's just a lot of cars here. Like, I can't do anything. Was it a crunch? No, it wasn't a crunch. It was just like a bang. Like, like you could just hear them collide, but there was no crunch. Like, no one was hurt. Way more of the Google self-driving cars with no driver inside. So stupid, yeah. I guess I just didn't know. But yeah, people are so honestly, some drivers these days are so like obviously like sometimes I don't do the right thing while driving as well, but like like getting so mad when you're driving, it's like come on, like get over yourself. I was in a minor car accident like a year ago, and the back part of your car got pretty destroyed. The impact felt so rough that I can't imagine a major accident. Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, I've never been in an accident, thankfully, so I don't know, but like, yeah, I can only imagine. Get a fast car so you can mess with people. Honestly, I don't even want to mess with people because like people are scary. Like, do you not feel scared? Because like, especially in America, like, what if they're really unhinged? Like, what if they're really mad? Um, and like they like pull a gun on you or something. Like, I feel like I would just be worried about that. And sometimes people can be like, usually like 99% of the time, if someone's like really aggressive and really rude to you, like driving, if you like happen to get out of the car at the same place, they're too scared to do it like to your face, right? They're only brave like in the car, and then once they get out of the car, they're like, they're like, it's no longer like there's no longer like distance between you, and like you can't see each other, so like um they're kind of like scared in person, but you know. Your glasses despawned and everything. Took me a bit to find them. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm glad you're alright. But yeah, that's crazy that like a small car accident can have such a large impact. But I guess cars are really dangerous, right? So I understand. Your car got totaled last year when your idol dropped klaxon. What? And welcome in, Ticklish. Hope you're doing well. Like when the dogs bark across fences, but when the fence is removed, they just sniff each other. Exactly, exactly. It's like you're not brave anymore. Sometimes, I have a parking garage here, right? And I drive pretty slow through the parking garage because it's like it's a parking lot. Like I'm not like about to be like speeding through the parking lot where like people are walking, right? Um, and yeah, so then sometimes people like tailgate me through the parking lot, right? Because they're like annoyed that I'm driving like a bit slow through the like I'm not like I'm driving like above the speed limit, by the way, but like it's for some people just want to go really fast through the parking lot, and like I don't let them because like you can't really pass people, right? So sometimes people will like tailgate me like pretty aggressively the whole way down, and then we both get out of our car and like see each other in the elevator, and they don't say a word to me. Like they don't say a word to me. Like they are like as soon as they're out of their car, they're just like, I'm not even like an intimidating person, but they're just like they don't like no one has ever been like, can you like not drive so slow or whatever. I usually just say like just to be like that guy. I usually like when I go in the elevator, I'm like, or like when I see them in the elevator, I'm like, hope you have a good day. Every time someone tailgates me in the parking lot, I will always say like, "Have a nice day. Hope you have a good one," like in a really really friendly way. So I hope they feel extra bad about doing that. They're like, "Man, I just tailgated this girl. She's really nice. Like, why I do that? You know?" Um, I mean, just that jerk that goes 40 in a 50 spot. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm like going like say that like the parking lot speed limit is like 10. I'm going like what? Somewhere between 10 and 15. Like I'm not gonna go that fast. Like I'm not gonna go like 20 in a parking lot. Like it's a pretty it's like a parking garage, right? So like if someone else is coming the other way, like you can't just easily pass each other. It's pretty narrow. And you have to like stop at the corners to make sure no one's coming around the corner because you can't both turn the corner at the same time. So it's like, come on. I'm betting I'm going at a fairly reasonable speed. Kill them with kindness. Exactly, exactly. I hope that makes them like rethink what they're doing. You know, like, are you really that desperate to like get to your parking spot like 1 minute faster? Like, probably not even 1 minute faster. Like, it's really not. It's not even like we're on the highway or something. Like, it's like we're in the parking garage. Like, we're driving to the parking garage for like what 2 minutes? Like, not even. Come on. And like there's always a lot of people walking. Like you don't want to drive fast when people are walking around. That 1 minute is important. You're the guy, Ratsy. I knew it. It's you. You were tailgating me. Yeah, it's annoying. Maybe I use the washing merchant. Okay, that would be understandable. I can understand that. Like if they really really had to go, like I honestly I would pull over for them and they could pass me. They like yell out the window. Can you imagine? You're like driving to the parking lot, someone rolls down the window, like, bro, I'm literally like, I have to go so bad, like, please. I would literally just like let them go, let them like go past me. Maybe that's the only time then. Like, driving recklessly, um, I guess if you're sitting there, like, if speeding is probably okay in the few situations where like if you do it like reasonably safely, I think speeding would be okay. Like say like your wife is in labor. She's literally the baby is coming and you need to get to the hospital. And there's no time for an ambulance. Like valid, valid. Like step on it, go. Or like in a medical emergency. Or if you, I guess if you really, really have to go, like you're literally gonna poop your pants unless you get to a toilet. In that case, you can go a little bit over the speed limit. Like like you gotta, you gotta just, it's okay, it's okay. Like I wouldn't recommend going like double the speed limit, but like a little bit over. Sure, fair enough. It's an emergency. I don't know if people can get mad at randoms on the street. Like, you don't know them, you have no idea how far you can go if you mess with them. Yeah, I was just saying that earlier to Chikano. Like, especially in America, like, anyone could have a gun, right? I feel like I'd be worried. I try to, like, just drive defensively, right? Canada, you got nothing to worry about. Actually, someone, not recently, like, last year, someone pulled a gun on, like, a road rage incident. But it's not that common. It's not that common. But yeah, there was a guy who like randomly pulled a gun. And welcome in Vector, just wear a diaper. Just wear a diaper every time you drive, just in case. Long road trip, wear a diaper. Diapers are optimal. You know this from experience. It's so toasty over here. What's the temperature? In Celsius, please. I thought y'all can have guns here. I mean, you're obviously not allowed to also point them at people over a road rage incident. So clearly, this person was breaking multiple laws. You're not that old yet. Diaper, maybe next year. As a former baby, I know diapers are that's true. That's true. I'm also a former baby. 28C. That's pretty toasty. That's pretty toasty. Good luck. I'm glad I don't live there. There's so much in common. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a bathroom emergency that bad that I had to speed my car. Okay, if you got pulled over for speeding and then you told the officer that you you told the officer that it's an emergency, like do you think they would let you go? Like what are the chances of them letting you go if you said I really have to poop? Like, please let me go. Maybe they would take pity on you. I don't know. Like maybe they'd be like, okay, man, I understand. I understand. Like, but surely you could just find a closer bathroom somehow. I mean, there's lots of bathrooms everywhere. You could find one. If you gotta go number 2 when you drive, like, did you not have to go before you left? Exactly, exactly. Maybe if you got like really sick suddenly, like maybe if you were getting like sudden food poisoning, right? Maybe it would have to be like that urgent, you know? I had to get in like one stop before my house to go to the store and do it there, like one stop away, really? I mean, I guess it can be urgent. It can be urgent. You hate that reasoning? Then you should have gone before you left. One time going back to my schoolhouse, I didn't need to go. I didn't need to go when I left, but 5 minutes after I needed to. Man, that comes on quickly. Gotta be careful. If I was able to go before leaving, I wouldn't have an issue. I can't control that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bad day back in school. Maybe you didn't have time to poop before you left the house. Like you were like running late, you know? Um, like I guess it's understandable. But I guess it depends how long your trip is. Like what if you have an hour commute to school? Like I used to commute for a while to school, you know? I guess it would be possible in that case. Um, but usually unless something is really going wrong, you could probably hold it. You could probably hold it for a little while, you know? In a 2 hour okay, if you had a 2 hour commute, holding it would be a bit tough, I think. I think maybe like an hour would be fine for like a normal a normal situation. If you weren't sick or anything. But yeah, I had an hour and a half commute. So that's also not great. But not 2 hours. You had to live in a 15-minute city? What is that, where everything is 15 minutes away? That's a pretty small city. I don't know. I don't really. I feel like Vancouver is pretty chill. Like it's pretty. Um, Vancouver is pretty big, but as long as you live in an area where there's like enough stuff around you, then I think it would be okay. But yeah, if you drive from one end to another, Vancouver, it's like pretty far, depending on what you consider. Um, Pretty much can walk to everything essential. Yeah, living somewhere walkable would be nice for sure. That's not that common in NA though. I had to ask one of my classmates for paper once to go to the bathroom in front of the whole class. They all knew. Why did he have it? How does this work? There's no toilet paper in the bathroom. You have to get it somewhere. That's okay if everyone knows. Everyone poops, Ricky. That's okay. You don't need to be ashamed. Maybe if you're in like elementary school, people might think it's funny, but you know, his classmate stole it all. He was like collecting all the toilet paper in his locker. Girls don't. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Now you're not. Yeah, I guess if you were a kid, it would be a bit embarrassing. But it's okay. You can let go of that memory now. Um, if you gotta go, you got. Yeah, you just gotta go. At least you got the toilet paper. What if you were too shy to even ask for it, and then you didn't have toilet paper? What are you gonna do? Um, but back then it was painful. I know. I know. Toilet paper in schools was rarely a thing. Oh, so you had to bring it yourself? That's crazy. Um, I think in some schools here now they lock the bathrooms because kids keep vaping in them. That's that's what they're up to these days. But luckily, I never existed when they locked the bathroom. Should have worn a diaper. You'd be so stinky though. If you pooped in a diaper at school, it would be stinky. I think that's worse. That's why you should poop at home before you go to school. That's true. That's true. But sometimes it's not. That's what Ricky said. He didn't have to go when he left for school, but 5 minutes later he had to go. So like you can't. It wasn't by choice. In schools now they're banning phones. I mean that makes sense. It's probably hell for the teachers. Just going on about your day at the office with a dirty diaper. Yeah, yeah. Surely you have to clean up dirty diapers right away, right? Like you get some sort of infection, surely. It's probably I feel like it cannot be good. Yeah, I think people should change their diapers pretty often if they have a diaper. Pro tip. I don't know anything about diapers because, I don't know any babies. But I'm assuming if someone poops you gotta change it right away. You haven't pooped once in high school? Like in the school? Well, I mean, I'd assume so. Yeah, that'd be not good if you didn't poop for like 4 or 5 years. Um, yeah, have I pooped in high school? I don't even remember. This is not something I kept track of. I'm not sure. Um, are you away from all the near toilets? Okay, time to poo. I mean, yeah, that's the worst. Like if you're in a public bathroom and then someone goes right next to you and you're like, can you not? Like, I think for the most part, only babies and seniors really have to wear them. That's true. That's true. How did we get here? Is that the issue? You're not supposed to be sitting in your own poop. Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, that's probably not good. Babies and they cry if they have a dirty diaper. Good for them. Good for them. I think that's good. You're made fun of in middle school for pooping where? In the bathroom, hopefully? If you pooped just somewhere, then I could understand that. In the bathroom. Okay, in the bathroom, that's fine. That's fine. That's just kids being kids, you know? Like they're just calling you like, that's just how they do. I think these days, if you did that at like work or something, I don't think people would start bullying you for that. Hopefully not, like it's understandable. Just making sure it was in the bathroom though. Yeah, it's bound to happen. It's made fun of moving in the classroom, yeah. I mean, surely like there's always like there's there's always like vomiting incidents, right? Like at school. Those janitors always have to clean up vomit from the kids. Person I'm a fan of handling business outside of my own home. I mean, no one's a fan of that, yeah. I think everyone prefers the comfort of your own home, you know? But yeah, exactly. Sometimes you can't. At work, it's encouraged. You're getting paid. True, true. Getting paid for is good. In my family reunions, these conversations begin right after eating, and I'm a slow eater, so slow eating when everyone's talking about poop. That's fine. That's fine, Ricky. My family is a pretty it's mostly my family in Japan. Everyone's talking about poop all the time. I had to go to my homegirl's house before we ate spicy Thai food. Bro, someone was bugging. That was embarrassing. That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure she understands. As long as you know, leave the bathroom in a good state, it's all good. Eat faster. No, that's fine. You can eat slow. I think it's good to eat slow. Why are you finally talking about poop so much? It's a normal part of life, Retzi. It's about health, you know? Like you gotta discuss it. It's just an everyday part of life. Food looks less appetizing if so. Honestly, I will watch a lot of things while eating that I probably should not watch while eating. Like I'll watch like really like graphic shows. Not about poop, but like like violent shows or like stuff like that. Like surgery shows like while eating. I actually do not have a problem. Your boobs are so much better after you went vegan? Damn. Are you just eating a lot more fiber? Maybe that's it? Um wait, I have I have a thing against specific vegan food. I I have vegan butter and it's fine, but vegan cheese is so bad. Like, is vegan cheese just all bad, or is it just the one I got? All I can eat is fiber. But is there such thing as too much fiber? You know, I feel like there's such thing as too much fiber. But I guess that's a good thing. It sounds like propaganda. um, it sounds like propaganda. Yeah, exactly. If you go vegan, you will have great poops. Um, it's mostly not great. Yeah, the cheese was so. I tried to put vegan cheese on my shin yesterday, and I had to take it all off because it was ruining it. Like it was like I put it on my shin, and I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. Like that's crazy. Um, and it doesn't even melt properly. Like it just does not melt. Like I don't mind using like some vegan cheese on like in a sandwich, in a I was using it for like like is it like parmesan for like salad and stuff like put it on salad. Totally fine. But like when the cheese is too prominent, it's really bad. But the vegan butter, you cannot tell the difference. If you eat too much fiber, you have to drink more water to balance it out. Oh, okay. I don't know how much fiber I eat, but I've been eating a lot of fruits and veggies recently, so I think I'm doing good. Vegan cheese on shit. I know, it was so disgusting. It was so disgusting. But I'm trying to cut out dairy. Like I think yeah, because like I already don't drink milk. I just drink oat milk. And the butter was easy enough to swap out. But like, yeah, the cheese is. I think I might need to continue with my lactase pills for the cheese. But I don't eat a lot of cheese in general, so it's probably fine. But yeah, it's not great. And I think a lot of like baked goods and like groceries, like our prepackaged snacks, are, not vegan. What's the top 3 optimal fruits and veggies? You know what I like recently? Sweet potato. Little bit of sweet potato, cook it in the microwave. Pretty good. I like sweet potato. And there's also I like carrots. Yeah, bananas. Bananas are good. Broccoli. I don't eat a lot of broccoli because I feel like it goes bad quickly. That's my issue. Bananas, apples. I've been on some avocados recently. I think avocados are good. Pears. I've been into pears recently, like normal pears. Really good. I do a lot of stir fry, so I churn through the broccoli quite fast. I used to make stir fry, and I used to make stir fry with oyster sauce. Because it's like, like a Chinese style stir fry. And then now I get really sick when I eat oyster sauce. Like I feel like I'm like allergic to it or something. So now I'm like, maybe maybe I shouldn't use oyster sauce. Like what I should season it with something else instead. Razia Mortal, come on. Isn't peaches the other day? Ooh, peaches are good too. Yeah. I'm such a fruit enjoyer. I like fruit is the best snack. It's healthy, it tastes good. Fruit's just good. Peaches are gas, haven't had 8 dozen forever. It's not really like peach warm enough yet. Y'all like plums? Yes, I love plums. Avocados are nice, but I hate keeping track of their ripeness. Yeah, I always have to like throw half of them away because I'm like it's like they go from like ripe to like completely falling apart, too quickly. And the annoying thing about avocados is that once you like cut it, it like goes brown in like 10 minutes, so it's a bit annoying. Cantaloupe are mad good. Yeah, I don't buy like melons and stuff at the store because like they're kind of heavy and you have to like cut them open at home. Like, if anything, I would buy like sometimes you can buy like slices or like half of one. But like I don't buy like an entire melon because then I have to carry it home. I have to like carry it and then like I have to cut it and then like it's a bit annoying. You ate much of a melon yesterday. What kind? Honeydew or cantaloupe or watermelon? You ate a pear recently thinking it's an apple. It's like a softer version because it doesn't taste much different. Was it an Asian pear? It looks like an apple, but it's... Oh no, but Asian pears are crunchy. The couple in whose flat we play Magic always has pears and melons over. Damn! That's awesome. No, they're cool. Yeah, that's a good host. Like a honeydew cantaloupe cup. Yes, those are so good. They're kind of expensive to get the pre-cut ones, but like, oh my god, getting a whole melon is a bit annoying. Korean pears are good. Yeah, the Asian pears are good. They're like, they look like apples, and they're crunchy, unlike pears, normal pears that are soft. Asian pears are good, and they always wrap them in that styrofoam. The green one and cantaloupe. Nice. That's good. It was sliced, so I have no idea how it looked. Well, if it was soft, it was probably just a normal pear. It isn't Aggression. Right. Fruit expensive? No, no. It's only like they're really fancy fruit. They just have like designer fruit, you know? They have like normal fruit and then they have like designer fruit. Where did agree come from? I don't know. Um, if you don't put chili on fruit, you aren't living. I've never done that. I don't know about this. Is that a Mexican thing? Um, like square melon. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They do like weird stuff to fruit where it's like they make it really expensive and they make like designer, you know? That'd be signs I'm rich. My fruit would be square. True, true. You'd have an Xbox, you'd be playing your Xbox S games and you would be eating square watermelons. You know what? When I think about it though, it would be easier to cut a square watermelon. Maybe they're onto something. Because it's annoying. Like, you have to cut it off the rind if you want to cut it into cubes. I think it would be so much easier to do if it was square shape, you know? Tomorrow for lunch, I'm making falafel rolls with kale and mango chutney. You're happy to eat good when you're programming a language I hate. Damn, it sounds really good. I need to cook more. I need to cook more better things, you know? That sound good. Mango, so good. Xbox munching on a square watermelon proves well. Exactly, exactly. That's probably what Jeff Bezos is doing right now. Your dad made a curved cutting board so it's easy to cut watermelon. Damn. That's crazy. Never heard about this. So it doesn't like roll away, you mean? Like it's like a bowl sort of? That's cool. Your dad's onto something. He should sell those. It doesn't roll. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay, I could get behind that. Watch you go from omelet only to chef in a few months. Let's go, Ricky. I'm watching. You gotta share your stuff. Dad cracked the meta. Yeah, the age-old problem of watermelons rolling away. He solved that? That's crazy. I'm not good with the knife though. I probably would end up cutting my hand off anyway. Ricky LARPing chef, it's time. LARPing ratatouille. Cooking mama, yes. Oh my gosh. What are you gonna cook, Ricky? What are the what's the first dish? Yeah, I need to get on some cooking as well. I don't even know what I want to make, you know? I gotta think about these things. Cause I only make the same things over and over. Maybe I just need to make something good. I'm still omelet only. I don't know. What should I make? You have crazy ingredients available in Brazil? Probably, probably. It does sound good. Maybe I should go get some. I need to go out anyway today, so maybe I'll get some fruit and veggies and stuff like that, so I can go make something for dinner. But I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. You crack with chicken? Okay, okay. Speaking of lunch, you guys are making me hungry. It's lunchtime. Get fruit and chili. I'm not gonna put the chili on it, man. I can't with the spice. That'll start in the States. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure they have lots of stuff in Florida too. But you're going inside in daylight. That's crazy. I know. I'll have to see if I'll burn up like a vampire. Ricky moving to Grand Theft Auto 6 IRL. True, true. Yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner then. I need to go get some food. Maybe I will. Okay, I don't want to get. I actually can't buy mangoes because I don't know how to cut the skin off. Make sure to bring an umbrella if you want to stay pale. It's raining, or it's not. Maybe it's not raining. It's definitely not sunny. So it's not. I don't think I have to worry about that. Luckily. But yeah, and maybe I'll get some fruit. I'm out of bananas. I don't have bananas, so I need that anyway. And I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. I gotta stay on top of that. Cutting mangoes is actually I can't do it. I'm actually quite bad with a knife, so I don't trust myself to cut mangoes. I only just learned how to cut avocados, and even then, like taking out the pit it seems very dangerous. I feel like I'm gonna stab myself somehow. Because the avocado is too soft. How you doing, kid? I love that. Man, I can't carry that. I don't want to buy that. I have to carry it home. Can't be bothered with that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go eat some lunch and do some grocery shopping, I guess. But yeah, we'll be streaming again tomorrow. You squish the flesh with the fork. No cutting required. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. The pre. Okay, I might get some pre-cut ones. Yeah, that sounds good. Shouldn't be set up for. I don't want to be set up for a melons joke. Anyway, show us your haul. I think I'm just gonna be buying normal fruits and veggies. But yeah, thank you all for watching today. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, as usual. Yeah. I hope you all eat well today. With the pop culture reference, she's 0% to get it. Yeah, it's not gonna work for me. I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. I'll see you all in the Discord. And yeah, take care, everyone. Goodbye.